Michael Jones, and you're watching Off Topic, the most amazing podcast ever in existence. If you'd like to watch it live every Friday at 12 p.m. Central, click this link right here to sign up to be a first member. You get access to stuff like this podcast, live, 12 p.m. Central, every Friday. Seriously, watch it. That's the driving point. Shows like Theater Mode, documentaries, all kinds of good stuff. You should do it because the first month is free if you sign up now, and Theater Mode may have just made the best episode ever in history. Also, we get a little messy this episode, so go on and sign up. And I'll just be drinking my German beer over here. I mean, the glass is German, the beer is from America. You know what's up. Have you ever shotgun a beer?
Can't even see anything on.
Is that weird?
It was weird how much I enjoyed it.
It was the weirdest intro to Off Topic we've had yet.
Yeah. That was strange.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the. I was. Just,
Hold still,
I just
buddy.
happened to be in the.
There you go.
Oh, you got a hair? Is that a hair?
Jesus, are we grooming each other?
Well, Jeremy's grooming me.
I saw a hair
oh,
coming
no,
out.
Yuri's still here. I was like, he's gone. Oh, he's just right over there.
He's a ninja.
What episode are we up to? See, normally I have the iPad, right, which has the sponsors on it,
wow, you
which
don't even
tells
have
me
that.
the number.
I'll look it
I
up.
think it's 42,
I think I see it
43?
coming.
43. I was, I guess, sort of.
Nothing
gonna
but
look it
foam.
up.
I think we're.
Nothing but foam is basically.
Oh no, it's
Our
not
style
that.
of
It's
it
just
like that,
usually.
yeah.
It's
It's
nothing but
just.
foam.
It just usually sucks.
I'm just gonna stand over here and watch you guys.
That's fine. You can.
That's how it works.
I like to watch.
You're like almost directly in front of the actual camera.
Cameras again.
Yuri,
Goddamn voice actor.
you've done this, okay?
Man.
Welcome to Off Topic episode number 43. I'm your host, Michael. Joining us this week, we have Jeremy,
Hello.
Jack,
Hi.
and Lindsay was there a second ago. I don't know where the fuck she went. Also, Ryan's here, doing nothing, sitting in the office.
Probably playing Destiny.
He probably is playing Destiny. We have special guests Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Platt in the office today, as you saw Yuri kind of whispering something.
Over here.
They're off camera right now. Yeah.
They're yelling from the weeds.
We just, and they're here.
All right,
And
sweet.
he made that very, very clear. This week we are sponsored by MeUndies and Casper mattresses. I'm
that came
wearing
up
one
fast.
of them right now.
It's a mattress.
Yeah. Dude, I'd like to come in a Casper mattress one day, just like a Halloween costume.
unzip.
Just hollow out the inside.
There you go. They're like memory foam mattresses, right?
Yeah.
You guys both have one.
Yeah.
I do. That's
Here's
awesome.
what you should do.
What?
Host a show, then get a mattress.
The Lil J.
The Lil J,
Chronicles.
you gotta turn the rapping into a show. Lil J's rap off.
Yeah.
This
Oh, there
week
you go.
sponsored by Casper Mattress.
Right. And I go, hello, welcome to Lil J's Wrap Off. And we play a 3-minute
What it
video.
could be,
and
it
I
could
go,
be.
all right.
You could make Lil J's unboxing show and call it the wrap off, and all you do is just open things,
There we go.
and then you'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna opening a Casper mattress. A lot
Say,
of fun."
welcome back, you dedicated 10 viewers, to another episode.
I like the idea where Lil J does do a show called The Rap Off and he doesn't rap it. He just really pisses people off that tuned in to watch it.
You ever watch Mr. Show with Bob and David?
Yes.
There was a whole bit they did. It was Rap the Musical featuring no actual rap. It was just like show tunes talking about rap and gangsters and stuff.
That would make it a musical. I don't know if rap is. Could rap be in a musical?
I think that's what the current hot musical is Hamilton,
Oh, and
right?
you're here now as well.
I don't know musicals, dude.
Hamilton is like all
The
rap.
current hot musical is Les Mis.
So, we're back in the, 80s?
Hey.
Were you, by the way, Lindsay, were you just going to leave them standing over there?
No, I was going to
Like,
invite Tara to come on
awkwardly?
and get some too, but I didn't want to block her. So.
They don't have seats,
I got
and
one.
now they're
Seats?
trapped in between
Now-
the
We
have
lenses.
extra
I do
seats.
this. I go.
They're trapped in between
I just see,
two
I see
cameras.
people in the shadows going.
Sit down. I just
Yes.
was gonna get.
Oh, yeah,
some
go
food.
for
So
it.
we have more seats if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Drink
plenty of chairs.
sexily in Michael's here again.
This is like a drink corner.
Hop in for a sec.
Yeah.
Go free.
Fun times. Yeah,
Oh,
Les
yeah.
Mis. What was the
Cheers,
last
everyone.
musical you
Cheers.
saw? You, of all people, I would imagine you would be into musicals. Like you're a very musical person.
He barely watches movies
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, like I'm gonna sit in a theater and watch people talk at me.
And sing at you.
Let's Play Live coming this October.
Yeah, October 8th, fathomevents.com.
Toasters. You got hardcore.
What was the last musical I saw? Dude, I don't even know. It was probably like a high school production of something.
A movie
like
musical
back when I
counts
was
in
like
my-
You haven't watched the South Park movie?
Okay,
or...
movie musical counts.
South Park works.
All
a
right.
movie musical.
Yeah.
No,
Moulin
even still.
Rouge.
Any Disney
Moulin
movie.
Rouge.
Oh, a Disney movie?
That's true. Yeah, pretty much.
Princess and the Frog. Probably the last
That
thing
was
I
a
saw.
musical.
You say that Michael was like, dumb movie, stupid.
I don't like.
I
it.
wanna say
it's
it was-
not my favorite
Now.
Disney
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I want to say
Yeah.
it was my freshman year of college. I watched that. So that was probably the last musical I saw.
Michael like Tangled. It's more
Oh,
about.
Tangled was great.
I never
Yeah,
saw
I
it.
like a lot of
Tangled's
Disney
good.
movies. It's
Yeah.
just Lindsay keeps pushing the frog on me, and I'm not having it. Okay,
Not a big Frozen guy?
What do you
haven't
have
seen
against
Frozen?
New Orleans?
it's New
Haven't
Orleans
seen
is
that
fine.
either.
I just, I didn't like the plot.
That's
I
why
didn't
you didn't go on the
like it.
trip.
To buy
That's why Jeremy
you?
went.
There's a whole
you
song
guys
about
seen
to buy you.
Moana?
Oh yeah, well,
There's a new one coming out that The Rock is in.
Yeah, Moana.
Princess and the
Oh,
Frog
Moana.
too.
Yeah.
Moana.
Moana.
I hear Moana's good.
Yeah.
We'll find
Hawaiian
out.
princess? Is she a princess? I don't know.
And anything with The Rock in it,
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely.
He is the
Tooth
princess.
Fairy.
Yes,
Absolutely,
that's
yeah.
Man, if
that's
The
part of
Rock
it.
was the princess in this one,
Can he be the new Disney princess?
Is it too late?
Well,
Is it
he
too
was,
late for
he
you
was
guys
the,
to
he was
make
the
that
Tooth
happen?
Fairy, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
has
was
that
the Tooth Fairy.
costume.
Totally was the Tooth
He
Fairy.
was a
Yeah.
Tooth Fairy, and then I believe Larry the Cable Guy followed him.
Oh,
in
that's
secret,
right.
Which is
Oh,
a
you're
really
right.
big drop off.
It's a step down.
How did
to
they,
Larry.
how did they justify that? Or do they even care?
Well,
I guess not.
Was
guess-
Stephen Merchant in the second one? He was funny in the first
I
one.
didn't watch. I didn't
Merch
see the
sells,
second one.
Yeah, I watched the first one. He was like the Rock's helper or whatever, and he was pretty funny. I don't
And he
know if
got
he showed
booted
up
up
for
to
the
the
second. Yeah,
actual.
But didn't Vin Diesel also? No.
Vin Diesel was the pacifier.
The pacifier.
Yeah, that was when
Thank
he
you.
was
That
like the
right.
nanny.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeremy doesn't watch musicals, but he knows the passive.
Here's the thing.
Well, there's
I have not
priorities,
watched
you know,
any
like,
of these
you gotta-
films, but and I've said this before. I learn references to movies, so I
Makes
can
sense.
I can reference a movie, and people be like, "Oh, he's seen it." I have never seen it.
What is the most references you know from one movie? Like I've never seen this, but I can probably quote almost every single quote from it.
Oh, I don't. There's no movie I know that well, but I know
I
a
was
lot
thinking
of
like
like
Jurassic
Indiana
Park.
Jones quotes, and I
Yeah.
don't think
And you
I've
never saw
ever
Indiana
seen any.
Jones?
No.
Get out.
You've never seen
This
Raiders
is-
of the Lost Ark, but you can quote.
Oh, we've had this conversation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I didn't
Don't
plan
get me
this.
started
okay?
on this.
I know.
This is what happens when you talk to new people and tell them I haven't seen
Every
this
time,
movie."
every time. There's who was the last person who tore into me about movies? It was
Travis and Laura certainly tore into you. Travis tore into you about not seeing things.
And when
but-
Travis tears into you, you feel it.
Yeah.
ripped in half.
Have you also not seen Star Wars? Is that?
I saw it recently. I watched through all six,
And when you say you
then
saw
saw
it
the
recently, you
seventh
mean you
one.
saw the original?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I watched
Here's
the
thing,
six, and then I watched.
I used to come down on people who hadn't seen the 7 movies. Now, when somebody says that, I'm jealous because you get to see it for the first time.
Yeah, I got to watch them all in a row. for
But
the
you need to
first time.
fucking see Raiders of the Lost
I
Ark
know, I do.
today.
Like
I will take you.
I can hurt you more than saying I haven't seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. I've
God.
seen one Indiana Jones film.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And it was the second
Oh.
one. It was
It was
With Shia.
Crystal
Skull.
He wasn't ready for that.
No.
I was not even ready
It was
for
the second one, right?
like that didn't even enter into my head. I was like,
Because you don't count it. Just
No,
like the Star Wars
it's not
prequels,
Right.
they're not Star
No.
Wars. Get them
No.
out of here.
Yeah.
Rumors they're making 2 more. They're making 2 more Indiana Jones movies with Harrison Ford.
Why?
I heard
I mean, like a
5
wheelchair.
for
he
sure.
should cram in as many
Yeah.
as he can.
I will just
Yeah.
keep watching those.
Yeah, he's older than Sean Connery
He
was
is older
from
than Harrison Ford was.
from
Could they do
Last
Could they do
Crusade.
Indiana Jones Gets High? Because Harrison Ford would be awesome.
I
Just
think
him
that
in
is
a
the
retirement home, blazing up.
Right?
that's the B story role already.
Yeah.
That's right.
Could they do like a crossover, like Indiana Jones goes to White Castle?
Oh my god.
Harold and
Oh
Kumar.
my God.
Oh my god.
They replace Neil Patrick Harris with
Harrison
Harrison Ford.
Guys, you can have that one
Neil
for free.
Patrick Harrison
you can have that
Ford.
one for free.
Yeah,
Neil
but
Patrick
he's
Harrison
like
Ford.
Harold and Kumar are just like, oh my god, it's Harrison Ford, and he just thinks he's Indiana Jones because he's senile and insane.
And he's
think-
high.
yeah, and he's high.
Insane.
Harrison Ford should just act like short round the whole time.
Right.
He
right.
should not do that.
Indy, I love you. I love myself. I love you. I love you. I
And
love
if John
myself.
chose busy, they could just have Harrison Ford be Harrison and Kumar.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there
Perfect.
you go. Now, have you seen
Stole.
Bubba Hotep?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's
So
a great
good.
film.
Yep.
Speaking
Don
of people
Coscarelli-
thinking there's somebody else.
Speaking of that, in case you hadn't heard, Don Coscarelli directed a new Phantasm movie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Phantasm Ravager.
They just re-released the original Phantasm too. They like remastered it.
I'm going to see it at Beyond Fest, which is sort of our version of Fantastic Fest,
Ah.
because Fantastic Fest is the best, and we don't have it in Los Angeles.
Are you going? Are you here at Fantastic Fest now, or are you?
You
checking it
know,
out? What's going on
we're here.
right now?
I know it's
I know.
hurting me
It's
because
hurting him.
we have to work it. It was either go to Fantastic Fest or visit you guys.
Oh,
that's
you made the
somebody-
wrong
I'm-
choice.
You made the wrong choice, but we're glad. Appreciate it.
It's a happy mistake.
You have wasted your day.
Right. And you suck.
That being said, we just recorded some stuff that you will see, fans.
It was one. We recorded a video.
A thing.
It was
A singular stuff.
we
I
shot,
think everything else we recorded is on social media.
we shot
already,
Move or
so-
Die.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You just tell them, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
It was a
Well,
quick
spoilers.
intro. Well, I don't wanna hype it up.
Yeah,
I'm not hype it up. I don't know when it's gonna come out.
Jeremy might not have seen that one yet.
You
Now
know,
you've ruined it.
I wasn't paying attention. I was drinking beer
It's okay,
and
I
playing
wasn't
Destiny.
paying attention either.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
You'll be able to tell once you see the video.
I'm gonna spoil it for you. I moved and I died.
Yes.
There you go.
But we were supposed to at one point.
Right,
So it's
that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's all
That's
good.
true.
Jeremy totally
Mutators.
had a not paying attention moment this morning
Fucking
too. Like,
mutators.
I asked you a question about Tenacious D, and then you kind of zoned, and I was like, "Hi, Jeremy," but you didn't register our conversation before, so
Right.
you looked at me like, "The fuck do you want?" You're like, "Hi." I was like, sorry, goodness.
Hey.
Just want to reach out to you, make sure you're okay.
I'm not looking directly at you while you're talking to me, assume I have no idea what you've said.
I'm here for you.
And sometimes even when you are,
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
fake it.
I will literally. I'll be
fake
like,
it.
Jeremy. Oh, what?
What?
I'll
Yeah.
see you wake
No.
up as you're looking at me like.
Eye contact mostly means I'm listening. One headphone off means nothing.
Yeah.
That's for show.
Yeah, I might as well have both on.
Yeah, like if
I
I have
know
one
that.
off, it's just so like people can look at me and go, "Oh, if I wanted to talk to him, I could," knowing that they can't.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
can talk
way.
at you. And
It's
Jeff
just to
does
keep
it a lot.
appearances, yeah.
Jeff does it a lot.
I tried talking to you, but they said don't make eye contact because he's like a monkey. He'll attack you.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Eye contact and don't bare your teeth. Don't show
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
teeth.
Oh my God.
That's a
Boston-
challenge.
Yeah.
I'm
That-
like, look at those teeth.
Also, I don't know if you wanted to tell or not. That is like one of the most incredible stories I've ever heard. That monkey story.
Oh my
I
gosh.
told you that
You had-
story.
yeah,
Right.
you mentioned that story in LA the last time
Yeah.
we met up.
I don't know if we've got time for that. I don't know if we've got enough
Oh,
beer for
we
me
got,
to
we
tell
got
that
3
story.
hours and
Yeah,
a
this
keg.
goes on for as
We're
long
good.
as you want. I'm just saying that's an amazing story where Yuri was almost killed by a monkey.
Not
Now-
just a monkey, a karate monkey.
Karate
That's
monkey.
right.
Oh,
That was
wow.
wearing
The
a
Cliff's
gi.
Notes. Yeah, the Cliff's Notes.
All right.
I was almost killed by a chimpanzee that had
Yes.
been taught to do karate.
Like, a
I'm
chimp
in.
too,
I'm in.
which is even scarier than a
Yeah,
monkey.
right.
Take your time, sir.
The stage is yours, my friend.
Okay, so let's get this started then.
Yeah, sure.
And this
Yeah,
was
grab another beer, let's do this.
yeah, right. This was back in the day. I was doing a lot of work for Japanese production coordinating because I'd lived in Japan for a while, and when I moved to New York, I did a lot of jobs for crews that were coming in from Japan to shoot commercials and things like that. And one day they called and they said, we've got these 2 comedians who are coming in from Japan. They're doing this show where they go to different countries and they find an interesting thing in each country to cover. And,
You know, the American karate monkey.
right, exactly.
Classic.
They had
Right.
discovered something in America that I hadn't even heard of before, which is this chimpanzee that had been taught to do karate in Buffalo, New York, of all places. So they fly into New York, and we take a little plane up to Buffalo, and we meet the trainer in the morning in his house, and he says, we're in his living room, and he says, okay, I'm going to go get Kiko, the karate chimpanzee.
That lives with him?
That lives, oh yeah,
wow.
all his animals live with him. He's a guy who rescues a lot of.
He has a
of
menagerie
animals.
of other ones.
I would love to see what other animals
The
and what he's
Bazooka
taught them
Joe.
to
Yeah,
do.
what else?
Yeah, there's the
Marmoset,
python
I mean,
that
like,
knows
what-
jujitsu.
There's a samurai snake or something.
Well played, sir.
Right. Oh wow. Wow.
Alliteration.
Yeah.
Shelf Life series, folks. Shelflife.com. Shelflifeseries.com. To get to if you want to go deep down the rabbit hole and get that reference. Yeah, I would love to because he's still out there. I recently looked up the trainer on Facebook because I told this story recently. I'm like, I wonder if that guy's still around. Anyway, we're in his living room, and he says, okay, I'm going to go get Kiko, but a couple things first. He is a chimpanzee. They have the strength of 10 men. If he puts his hand on you, go with it. Because if he grabs your arm and you pull away, he's going to think it's a game, and he's going to pull in the other direction. Your arm's going to come off. And all of a sudden, I was like,
Awesome.
oh, shit. I didn't realize this was going to be dangerous. I thought this was just a fluff piece. And so he brings
You're the
Kiko.
fluff.
I'm
Yeah.
the fluff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know how you take the fluff and you pull it apart?
Yeah.
So he brings Kiko out, and Kiko immediately puts his hand on me, and I'm like, oh God! And I fell on the floor. I was so quick to go with it that I just lay down on the floor.
I like this part of the story much better than the later part of the story.
Yeah, it does not end well. But then it ends well with a whole bunch of horrible stuff in between.
Like a Disney movie.
Right, exactly. You have to kill the parent at
Yeah.
the very beginning.
Right.
And in this case, the parent is me.
The lightning bug's got to get stepped on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ray died honorably.
Goodbye, you.
Well, we're back to that.
Yeah.
It'll happen a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
fair,
off topic for a reason.
fair enough. So we spent some time getting to know Kiko because he wanted us to be comfortable with the chimpanzee, because then we were going to go to the dojo, which I can't even say with a straight face. We were about to go to the chimpanzee dojo. So we go to, he says, okay, I feel comfortable that he's going to be comfortable around you. I'll meet you at the dojo. So we drive to the dojo. It's like, it's a wooden floor, mirrors all around. It's probably a dance studio. It's been a repurposed dojo. Who cares? The important part is that we get set up, and then he comes out, the trainer, in a gi with a black belt. And then Kiko comes out in a gi with a black belt. And
I wonder how long it took him to dress the monkey.
right? Probably longer than it took for him to train that monkey to do karate.
The monkey dressed itself.
Yeah,
How dare you?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah,
Probably-
it
That's
kneels
probably
while
what
it puts the
happened.
belt on. Out of
Right.
respect.
Behind the scenes, Kiko was like, all right, now don't embarrass me out there. So he comes out, and he has Kiko do a bunch of, like, walking across the floor, punching, and doing side kicks and stuff. And then he pulls out these boards that he's sort of razored through, so they're almost broken. And
Right.
then Kiko sort of does a half-hearted side kick. Actually,
You don't want to hurt
good form.
you don't want to hurt the chimpanzees.
No,
You know.
no, it's for show.
Yeah.
Right.
And he
Monkey
breaks the
egos are very
boards.
fragile.
Exactly. Thank you.
And then the comedians, the Japanese comedians, wanted to do their thing sort of with the chimpanzee. And one of the comedians starts acting really erratic and slapping the ground, and I'm like, oh God,
Negatory.
what are you doing? Are you? He was either stupid or crazy, probably both.
Both. Yeah.
Both. But the director handed me one of the cameras and said, "Here, you shoot footage of the comedian's reactions to the chimpanzee." And so I back up, and before I know it, the guy's riling up the chimpanzee. The chimpanzee Kiko backs up away from the comedian because he's sort of in fight mode, and doesn't realize that I'm behind him. Backs into me, gets spooked, spins around faster than like only an animal can, snatches the camera out of my hands, hits me in the face with it, and then throws it against the wall, and the camera explodes and the glass splinters and everything. And at this point, I'm falling back in slow motion. It's one of those slow motion moments in your life.
All you hear is like, Kiko, no.
First rule of animal not kill. It's like the Isle of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
You're not a gun.
Right, exactly. So everything goes white because he hits me right above the eye, and my first thought is, please don't let this chimpanzee have blinded me, because that would be horrible. And then the second thought is, please don't let this chimpanzee have just crushed my skull. Tara always hates this part of the story because even though she knows it ends well, it's terrifying. So I fall backwards in slow motion, and then Kiko jumps on me and starts scratching my head. Now, luckily, luckily, I had not heard stories at that point in my life of those people getting attacked by chimpanzees, and they just castrate you and,
Or they
and
take
bite
your
your
jaw
face off.
off. They
Yeah,
tear
or
off your jaw.
they tear off your jaw.
And your eyes.
Yeah.
Pull them out.
I mean, honestly, I was so lucky to have
The
survived.
eyes
it.
are the genitals of the face.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, God. Now even though I know that I lived through this, it's like, oh God, I could have been
You jumped on over the
I hope I'm okay at the end of the story.
furry abomination.
Tell me I'm gonna be
What's gonna
okay at the
happen?
end of the story. Okay.
God.
I think I was crying the first time Yuri told me this story. I was literally in tears, and he goes, "I'm sitting right here. I'm right here," and I'm like, "Okay."
I
don't believe you. But I've got all this adrenaline, and the trainer pulls Kiko off. I pop back up because I know I've got
swinging.
swing.
Leave it!
Walk away.
Be the bigger chip.
So I pop back up, and I'm in producer mode, and I'm like, I know I got to get these guys on a plane and everything. And so I say, okay, I guess that's it. Let's wrap it up and go to the. And everybody's just sort of, nobody's saying anything, and they're just staring at me. And I'm like, what? And I look in one of the mirrors that's not horribly shattered by a camera, and I look like fucking John Merrick, the Elephant Man. He hit me so hard. It swelled so fast that my eyebrow was hanging like over my eye. Oh. It was horrible.
Brutal.
So I applied a suitable amount of ice and got them on. And the adrenaline carried me through, which you probably understand when horrible things happen to you physically and adrenaline carries you through.
Yeah.
We've
That time you were mauled by a gorilla.
Yeah.
Right, or
As a small girl.
tased multiple times. But So I get back to work later that week, and somebody said, you should probably get yourself checked out. Just a checkup to make sure that, that you didn't scramble your brain. So I go in, and I'm like, apparently, you guys are responsible because I was attacked by a chimpanzee on a job. Maybe you guys are responsible for sending me to a doctor. And they had never filed workman's comp for anybody before. They're like, okay, well, sure. Well, they sent me to a cardiologist, and I show up at the cardiologist. He's like, A, that's a hilarious story. B, why are you seeing a cardiologist? I was like, I don't know, just run a test and make sure I'm okay. He's like,
do something.
He took a tongue depressor. Was like, say, okay, I guess you're okay.
Tara want to know if you're alive.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And I can only imagine that the insurance company or the workman's comp people still have that thing that I had, the forms I had to fill out up on the wall, like in a frame, because I had to explain everything. I'm like, so I was attacked by a chimpanzee. He hit me in the face with a camera. A karate chimpanzee hit me in the face with the camera, but here I am, alive today.
I wonder if you're
tell the
lucky
tale.
that he didn't use his karate on you.
Right.
Like, what would be worse?
Oh, I would have been.
You know what I mean?
Dead for sure.
Yeah.
So-
Kick you in half.
Do you
Dead
have,
for
Do
sure.
you have the footage? Did the camera survive your face?
Somebody showed me I don't have the footage anymore, but somebody showed me the footage of the camera I was holding.
Yeah.
And it's like, camera, I'm comedians. It gets dark, and then you see the ceiling, and then it wipes. And I'm like, wow, that's terrifying. Oh right, that happened to me. Yeah, and now when we go to like zoos and we get to the primate section and I get really
gets,
like fidgety
he's like,
when we get near she's like, it's okay, we don't have to.
Yeah, we'll just go. We'll see the elephants again.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
just go
Right,
to
yeah.
the elephants.
We'll go
Yeah,
look at
elephants are cool.
parakeets.
I've never been attacked by an elephant before.
And all the chimpanzees
Yes.
in the zoo are like, that's the guy who fought Kiko.
And survived.
He's the only one that got back up.
Right, no, right.
You're a
Fuck,
legend.
Kiko and survived.
You're a
It's an I Am
legend.
Legend
Simple
scenario.
legend.
He's
Yeah.
the I Am Legend.
You're the Will Smith of chimpanzees.
Right.
He's
I
a
am legend.
chimpanzee.
Chimpanzees.
Nice.
I am the chimpanzee. But I recently looked up, I was like, I wonder if, I told the story recently, and because when you have a story like that you survive, you tell it all the time.
Right.
But I was like, maybe let me Google Kiko. Last I checked, Kiko was still alive, but he's very ill.
Kicking heads in.
Oh, Kiko's not doing so
Yeah,
well.
and I kind of feel like going to Buffalo to.
No.
Right, it's just, no.
Wish him well.
Nope.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
send a bunch of
Sort of
bananas.
bury the hatchet,
Send a postcard.
Send a postcard with
bury
some
the
bananas.
banana.
No, you should
that's-
get him
that's
now
wrong.
while he's weak.
That's wrong.
You should show up in the monkey hospital in a fucking
Mine's on his
beanie.
bed.
You show up and be like, I've come for you.
I've been training
hit him with
every
a
day.
camera.
Right.
You've been
Kiko,
doing
I
the
heard you
little
were.
punches from Kill Bill.
Right. Kiko, I heard you were sick. Yuri! And it's just,
Oh my god.
that's horrible.
Chimps are wild.
Yeah.
I mean, like, literally.
Literally, they are.
Yeah.
Literally.
Don't
Also-
own a chimp. Like, there's people who want pet chimps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
or even
famous
the
people
small
and stuff.
monkeys. They're
Don't do it.
horrible.
Yeah.
What's the animal
They're
thing
so
I show? It's like
mean.
I think it's called Fatal Attractions, which is really funny.
Something like
Nothing
that.
the movie.
Something like
Right.
that. It's people that own, like, deadly animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, they're like
No.
the people who want jaguars, and they're like, oh, it ripped my face apart one day. Who
It
are
ate
you?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, wasn't that? I mean, there's a whole family back in the '70s that they did that movie on.
Oh, have you seen the movie Roar?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Draft House just re-released it
Ryan
recently.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, I
Jack's
bought it
gonna
on
be your
Blu-ray.
movie.
Well, they,
Yeah.
they
Jack,
owned,
yeah, we got
the go-to.
plenty to
Yeah,
talk
how
about.
many did they own?
they owned like it was like 20
Yeah,
or
oh,
something.
yeah.
well, it was
Melanie,
I'm blanking on the
not
on
Melanie
that name. No, but Melanie Griffith was the daughter.
Melanie Griffiths is the daughter, so it was.
You got to see Roar. If you haven't seen it, it is extraordinary.
No.
Yeah,
Melanie
they
Griffith's
they
face
just
got
remastered
torn
it and
off.
re-released it. It's
Well, not
Christ.
torn off,
Well,
but
parts
she
of it.
plastic surgery. And Jan de Bont, who went on to direct Crash Speed, and a bunch of other things, he got his scalp ripped off, and he came back and kept filming. Well, I mean, after he went to the hospital. But
so should we explain what Roar is exactly?
Yes, please.
go, Jack.
So Roar is a movie. It's
talked plenty
it's like a
about
live. It's a live action. I think it was it Disney? I forget who did it, but it was someone big did it.
It was never released in the United States.
Yeah, it was
until recently. Thanks, Draft House. Austin and I get to say that. I feel so bad.
yeah.
You can physically thank them right now.
This guy he had like 20-something
Yeah.
lions, like just male and female lions at his house, and they shot a movie about this family living with this lions, and it has like this narrative, but it's like a very documentary style feel too. Yeah. And everyone on the crew got hurt, like literally every single person got hurt.
Except
Right.
Yes.
Except for the one African guy that they hired, and they're like, you got to spend some time getting to know all the big cats, and he's like, nope. And they're like, no, but everybody's doing it. The crew's doing it. He's like, nope. I'm from Africa. In Africa, we have a deal with those. We don't mess with them. They don't mess with us. That dude was the only
He's the
guy
only person who didn't get hurt.
from crew or
Everyone
cast
that
who
tried
did
to
not
be
get
like,
hurt.
"Oh, you're a pretty kitty." They
a
all,
kitty?
they all got.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
The movie is terrible.
You can look up the trailer online. The trailer it's spectacular.
See, the way
It's
that
just
you
like-
guys said it, I thought you were saying that the real people had this happen to them, but the actors were reenacting it. And I'm like, oh, no.
No.
Well, it's a little bit of both
actually got
because
messed
the
up.
family lived on this like commune with all these animals, and they shot on this property, and they brought people in to play some roles, but it was also the family. So like Melanie Griffith was in it because she was the daughter in the family, but then they brought additional.
I'm sorry, I'm missing. If I said the name of the, I'll think of it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
You're right.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Lions, everybody gets hurt.
Everybody gets hurt.
Yeah.
And the fear is real. When the other people who weren't part of the family but who were on the movie, the fear is real. There's no acting going on. It's all they could do to keep their shit together.
And the question I have is like, you should never run from a giant predator cat, right? That's just like, we all understand that as humans. You just don't run from lions or tigers or jaguars or anything because they understand that they're chasing you and therefore you are like mice to them and you are the prey. So like we all as humans sort of grow up knowing this from our Neanderthal mind. Like you just don't run from a giant ferocious attack cat, and yet all these people in the movie are constantly running from the cats.
And there's
like,
an elephant in the movie too. Elephant's even more terrifying than the lions.
Was it wearing a gi?
It flattens the boat. Oh, I wish.
He had a samurai sword in his trunk.
right. It's whipping a katana around with his trunk.
He works for Keiko. He's like, hey.
Right.
Keiko sends his
Kiko.
Sorry.
Kiko.
Not Keiko.
Keiko's the
Completely
fat
different
one.
chimpanzee.
That's
Right.
Apologize.
That's
Yeah.
the ninja chimpanzee.
Yes.
There's a
Yeah.
karate chimpanzee ninja. You gotta make the distinction. Oh my god.
Christ.
Roar. Thanks,
Yeah.
Draft House.
I need to
Films.
watch that. See, my mother, her high school teacher, had a lion in an apartment that he lived in New York City.
Nope.
Yeah, he had a cub for a while, and then it got too big.
Yeah.
And he stopped coming into
You know,
class.
I hear
Like,
those
"What's
things grow
happening?"
up.
That's what happens to cubs.
Yeah.
They
You
turn to
have
lions.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I knew this baby once. Full grown person now.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Odd.
Don't buy
Walking,
it.
talking,
Don't buy it.
eating.
About 10 years, just sprout right up. It's like, what happened?
I stopped that shit after
Jesus.
3.
Yep.
No more.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
By the way, if you see me looking at my phone, it's because I'm looking at the hashtag off topic AH. So if you want to talk to us while you're watching live.
Looking for some comments.
Oh, Kiko,
Wow,
there he
it's
is.
Kiko's.
There's the man.
Yes.
Jack's got
Got a bunch of
live
pictures.
pics
Wow.
of
That's
Kiko, the
That's
murderous
Kiko.
monkey.
I know he
Don't
doesn't.
trigger the
chimpanzee.
poor
That's
man.
right, yeah,
Yuri's
that's PTSD.
stop. Yuri's like, make it stop, make it
I
stop.
know he doesn't look ferocious in those pictures, but
He looks so happy. He's with Billy Joel and Jay Leno, Whoopi Goldberg.
those guys
Well,
are still
none of them
alive.
tried to entice his anger.
That's true.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Oh, man. But monkeys are so cute. They're so
What?
cute.
You know,
They are.
I hate monkeys.
In
They
movies,
have fingers.
Thank
They
you.
have fingers. Why do you
Thank
hate
you,
monkeys?
Jack.
Fuck monkeys because of that.
Fuck monkeys.
Monkeys are the only thing where,
Jeremy
like,
Dooley.
That's the next
his
off topic.
t-shirt.
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck monkeys.
monkeys.
monkeys are the only animals that are like, you know, you hear about people getting attacked by animals all the time. It's like if someone gets attacked by a lion, it's like, yeah, it's a lion. Like, you know, it attacks things for. When monkeys attack people, they're
When
the only
monkeys
ones that you
attack.
think they hated them.
Yeah.
Like the monkey knew what it was doing. It's like, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Yeah.
you know monkeys
We're
are
gonna-
smart.
And they make you look terrible too.
And,
So,
like,
like,
and
you
like-
don't need that nose.
I don't like smart animals.
Yeah.
Fuck monkeys. Fuck dolphins. I hate smart animals.
We're gonna go to Wizard World this weekend because that's why we're at Austin. And somebody's gonna come up, I know, and they're just gonna give me a T-shirt that says "fuck monkeys." I'm like, your fault.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
I'm with Jeremy on dolphins too.
Well,
Like, I don't want to get too dark, but they are the rapists.
Yeah,
of the
they are.
sea. They are the rapists of the sea.
Them and otters.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
otters,
Otters will carry around.
you'll get that when you watch the episode of
They're
yeah.
necrophilia. Otters will carry.
Yeah, but they won't fuck us. Dolphins will.
No, that's true.
Okay, good point.
But otters will carry around dead other animals and rape them.
What?
The
Yeah,
dead
after they're dead.
animals.
They're horrible.
It's
I know they're
about
cute,
this.
but they're
I know.
horrible.
Good
I
God.
know.
Otters.
I know.
Hey,
Well, the thing about a monkey is too, it's like they don't eat you. Like a lion is gonna eat you, right? It's
Right.
gonna catch you, kill you, eat you. A chimpanzee's just fucking you up.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
maim you and
That's it.
leave
Yeah.
you there.
Yeah, and then he's just gonna like
He's
leave
gonna
your balls
He's gonna like
somewhere.
rip your balls off and he's gonna lean over
Stick
you
it
and
in
go.
your mouth though.
You tell
He's gonna
them.
stick it back in your mouth.
You go and you tell.
It's like how dealing with a chimpanzee is like it's like a mob hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like he's sending a message. Why, please?
And because you fucking smiled at him. That's why. You were happy and it
That's also
pissed
the
him
worst
off.
thing ever. Like a chimpanzee smile, like an enraged smile, where they like They
Yeah.
bare all their teeth and
Yes.
they're smiling, but it's
You're
like,
like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
fucked.
kill you
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Well, you're
Straight
from the
to murder
Northeast.
you.
That's how people behave there. If you smile at them, they're like, "The fuck do you want?"
It's
Yeah.
true.
What do
Yeah, you
want?
don't smile at people in the Northeast. You avoid eye contact.
That's why that
and
chick
keep
lived in
moving.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's cold there.
He knew.
Nobody wants to live in Buffalo.
You can smile all you want in Austin.
Yeah.
Lay it on us.
All right, Michael. Someone asked.
Yo.
Nico on Twitter says, "Just started watching the stream. Who the hell is younger Sarah Silverman and drug addict Christian Bale?"
Yes.
So we made.
Oh my God, that is the
Awesome.
best
I will
thing
really
that
take that.
anyone's ever
Yeah.
said to me.
If you guys want to explain who y'all are and why
Sure.
you're here,
Right.
I don't think we did that.
Hi, I'm Tara Platt. I'm an actor. I do a lot of voiceover stuff like video games and anime like Naruto.
You're on Naruto. I'm on Naruto. My name's Yuri Lowenthal. I'm also on Naruto, and then do a bunch of video game voice acting stuff. And
What video
we make
games?
things. We make things.
Yeah.
What video games would
Where's
we
some
recognize
roles
y'all
you guys
from?
have? Yeah.
If you go way back, Prince of Persia for me, Sands of Time.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, all the
That's a good one.
odd ones. The first one, the third one, and the fifth one, I play the prince. And in the middle, they were like, "We're gonna mix it up and
And I'm in things like World of Warcraft and League of Legends.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Nice, nice.
we go on League of Legends.
So you got
Saints Row.
Saints
Uh-huh.
Row.
Saints Row.
Yes.
Saints
I'm
Row.
thinking Sunset Overdrive.
Oh,
Sunset
totally.
Overdrive.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Just IMDb.
Ben 10.
So it's kind of cool.
Ben
So
10.
they heard your
Ben
voice
10.
and thought Jake Gyllenhaal. That's who we need
Jake
to be
Gyllenhaal.
in
Right.
the movie.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the other
Don't-
story I took.
don't-
No, okay. You
don't-
know what?
no.
Next time we're out, I'll
Nope.
tell my Jake Gyllenhaal
Jake
story.
Gyllenhaal
Alright.
it plays the
Excited.
chimpanzee. And
Ah,
we don't
okay.
need to.
You
Yeah.
smash him with a camera.
Also, Neil in our very own Camp Camp.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Mercury and
Mercury
Ruby.
and Ruby.
Yeah.
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 So,
I'm wearing a Camp Camp shirt though, not really.
represent.
You are.
You can still do this.
Camp ADM.
Yeah.
Camp ADM, motherfuckers.
Oh, nice.
That's my drug
Miles
addict,
just got
Christian
a boner
Bale.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Somewhere
Miles.
off in the
If
distance.
you're not that familiar with Miles, he is David. That's
Yes.
him. He just made himself that character.
God, I
And
love
so
that.
that's he's just like, well, I'll just play Miles. Nah, that's too on the nose. I'll call him David. And I'll change his hair color. That's pretty much Miles
Done.
right there.
I love that show. It is so funny. I know I'm tooting my own horn.
No, it's
No,
one
it's-
of the
it's a good
best
show.
RT
Really
productions in a long time. So
Yeah,
funny.
I hate everything
Yeah.
that I'm in and that we make.
Yeah.
Just burn it all to the ground.
Yeah.
But Camp
But
Camp,
Camp Camp is
it's a
fun.
good. I like
Can
it.
Can's really good.
Yeah, I've loved that show since day one. It's taken off. It's already over, man. Season 1
Unbelievable.
came and it went, and then we even actually added like the reception
right.
was so
Right.
good. We
Right.
added 2 more episodes. I didn't do anything. You know, animation
Sure
had
you
to
did.
pump out 2 more episodes. So 12 episode season. So fingers crossed for season 2. It better fucking happen.
I would
Yeah.
assume there'd be a season two.
What are we doing here if it doesn't? Like, what the hell's what's the point?
Jeremy, did you make another rap for Camp Camp?
Oh yeah, Jeremy's
There
made
was 2
several
raps
raps.
on Camp
If you heard the
Camp.
Camp Camp rap, that's Jeremy. The
Yeah, the end of the first episode, and then the end of I don't know the number of it. It's the one with Bonquisha in it. The theater.
Oh, the-
one.
yeah.
Yeah, the end of that
The
one.
Tinder
Both
episode.
of those raps are by me. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was you.
Yeah, it was
Jeremy
fun.
throws down for sure.
Apparently. Do you want to freestyle us?
I was the
before
agent in
now?
that episode too. I was the
Oh, yeah,
Patrick
that's right.
Warburton agent.
He does an incredible Patrick Warburton.
That's what I.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came, Jackson the one who hasn't been in Camp.
Yeah.
You gotta do it.
No one's asked me.
You gotta do it.
Wow.
Like,
Wow,
I'm
you
waiting.
just
I'm
threw him under the
waiting.
bus.
No, I'm not on the
Sigh.
bus. I'm saying you gotta get him.
No,
back
he
in.
threw the writers on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
not having Jack
I know very much like my performance, like my voice acting performance is not good. If it's like an announcer voice, I can do
You're
that.
the announcer
no
in
problem.
every
Yeah.
RT
Yeah.
production.
I would buy anything you tried to
Yeah,
sell.
like that's
Every-
easy. But when it comes to like emoting through voice, yeah, I can't do
You're a
that.
great
I'm
MC.
good. Yeah,
You're a really great
Yeah,
MC.
I can MC. I can do questions. I can do that. Like hosting stuff, no problem. But when it comes to being a character, I just for some reason I can't do
Jack,
it.
I thought you were
It's
great
weird.
in the Trials immersion.
Oh yeah.
That's your character.
Unless that's your
is no
character, like a
But-
camp counselor that's just always making announcements
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
You do that,
Alright,
writers?
kid.
They should have
yeah,
you on the
writers do that.
loudspeaker.
I'm the ghost of Don LaFontaine, I guess.
I like you
There
on
you
the
go.
on
Yeah.
the television. I think it was the
That's
first
the ghost
episode
story
of
around the
like
campfire.
RVB season
Oh, yeah.
10 or something.
Yeah.
You're like, and Griff Ball is underway or whatever it is.
Yeah.
In a
I was,
world
You got killed too in the opening.
where your
of,
tent won't go up.
Yeah, I was in like a run of Red vs. Blue. Yeah, I was in the first episode of season 8 or 10. I
I'm not
forget.
sure which one it was.
Yeah, I got killed off.
It was one of the
pretty
free
quick.
ones. Yeah.
Season 50 of
But then-
RVB.
Yeah. Well, no,
It'll
I
happen.
played in Red vs. Blue. My character in the Red vs. Blue world, I think is Stu Stewson was his name. He was the Griffball commentator. Like he was like the voice of Griffball. And so there was a mini series of Griffball stuff, and I was in that pretty heavily. And then they used some of my dialogue from that in an actual season, Red vs. Blue. So
Nothing.
Stewson's a
It's
great
nothing
guy.
better than watching you talk about something you've acted in Like when it comes out, you're like, piece of shit. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Dude,
cool.
idiot. I told them not to use me. They use me anyway, and look at it.
But that's how I talk about my performances.
Yeah.
I hate watching or listening to stuff that I do. I'm like,
He's
I
right.
can't believe they used that tape.
Well, like I did a thing for Trials of the Blood Dragon, like the video game. Like I'm a huge fan of the Trials series.
That was funny.
And they were like, I've been like, who do I have to talk to like do like they have like screaming like whoa, that kind of stuff. I'm like, I just want to do that. Like I don't care. Like anyone can do it, but I want to do it. Like that'd be fun.
Right.
And then they reached out to me like, oh, we actually have a character for you to play, and I was like, great. Oh shit. And then then I actually had to do some like real voice acting on it. And it was like 3 sentences, but even then I did
It was like, go on this mission. Or
yeah. And I did like
Yes,
2
sir.
hours of recording just to make sure I gave them something that's
dedication.
usable.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to make it right. And it was like me and then Michael Baine's in it too. So it's like I have a
They're gonna say
cast.
Michael Bay.
No,
That would be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Michael
Then it would
Caine.
just explode.
Michael Caine, right?
You know, Michael.
Don't blink, don't
Michael.
Oh,
blink.
your motorcycle.
You know,
I'm looking
Michael
at you,
Stowaway.
don't blink.
Michael Bay is actually in Mystery Men. He plays a character in Mystery
What?
Men. Yeah.
Really?
Wait, who is he in
He
Mystery
is
Man?
a sweatered frat boy. Like apparently there's
That
like they
makes
have the
sense.
weird different like gangs that come
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
At one point there's like frat boys and he's one of the frat boys. I have no idea why. but
That's
he's
the
in
best acting parts is when your name in the credits is like
That's
sweater
a
frat
movie.
boy.
That's a movie that always tricks me because I always want that movie to be better than it is.
It's not good.
And so I own it, and it's up on the on my shelf, and I see it every now and then. And I'm like, oh right, fucking Mystery Man. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I put it in. I'm like, oh right, Mystery Man, and I put it back. And then like 5 years goes by.
There he is.
There's
There-
Michael Bay.
wow, there he is.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Sup,
Dude,
dude?
Oh, sweater frat boy.
Nice
Literally
one broadcast.
Well done.
They were ready.
Yeah, so
it?
good.
Mystery Man, if you look at like on paper, it's amazing. You
Oh,
know,
it's-
like the cast is
and the
huge.
cast, and yeah.
I mean, you got
And
Ben
there's some
Stiller,
good
Paul
performances
Rubens,
in there,
Jeffrey
but
Rush.
It just never quite
No.
Yeah,
gets it. I don't
but
know.
that was one of the first kind of team superhero movies that
Is
came
it
out.
Kel Mitchell in that?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
when
in.
and actually, when I worked with Kel Mitchell, that's like the
course you
first
did.
thing I called out, and he's like, "Oh, thanks, man."
That's great.
Yeah, he's like,
all
"No
right.
good burger for you?" No, I just Mystery Man. He's like, "Okay."
If
Or
anything, you'd
soda?
be like,
No?
I figured
Okay.
you'd had enough good burger. I want to go elsewhere
Right,
with
right,
this.
right.
Goodness. Isn't Dane Cook in that too? As the waffler?
That's right.
He applies to be part of the Mystery Men.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
There are a bunch
yeah,
of people.
yeah,
There are a bunch of
I
people
don't know how you
in that
remember it.
I don't know how she
application
knows that.
I
process.
haven't seen this movie
Yeah.
in
I
like
remember
10
dumb
years
shit.
at least.
Yeah.
bunch of people.
Unimportant information stays right here.
Janine Garofalo's the bowler.
Yes.
She has her
Yes.
dad's skull in a bowling
That's right.
ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Like on
Right?
paper,
Like,
yeah,
it
sounds
should
awesome.
be so good.
It's got Eddie Izzard's in it too. He's one of the best.
Everybody's in it.
I know.
Yeah, and so anyway, not a good movie though.
Blue
It never came to
Raja.
fruition, but just know that in X-Ray and Vav, if there was to be a season 3, we joked about having you be just like a bit character. And
Yeah.
it'd be really funny if like X-Ray and Vav are fighting people and they punch someone, they fly across the screen, and you're working on a building, like building it, and you're like, motherfucker. Like, that's it. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, that'd been great.
That's a good.
It was-
You're gonna have one line.
Really funny about Jack doing the trials was because you know, we have a number of videos we do, and one show we do is called Let's Watch, where basically one person plays the game, and then we'll have like 2 or 3 people just kind of sit and commentate because it's a single player game. You know, it's a way to like film something in a single player game where we can't do what we normally do, which is like group stuff. So we got trials early and we were shooting trials, and Jack was actually out of the office while we were shooting it, and we mentioned like, oh, it sucks he's not here, this is his game, it's like his favorite game. And we're literally in the middle of filming it, we're in the game, and there's some story elements to it and stuff like that, and we're playing it, and as there's cutscenes and dialogue happening, Jeff is like, oh dude, you know what I just remembered? Jack's in this game. He's in this game somewhere. And we're like, oh my god, he is? We're like, yeah, he's got a character. I can't remember what it is, blah, blah, blah. And somebody's like, wait, shut up. Is that him? He's talking right now. And we were literally talking over
Yeah,
Jack
they were talking
as
over
we
my-
were talking about, like, I think he's in here somewhere. And it was him on the
Amazing.
phone, like, leaving a message or whatever. And we were
Yeah.
like, oh, Jack is in the video.
Yep. So that was pretty funny. I watched that clip and I was like, "Oh, really?" Like immediately, like once my first line comes up, Jeff's like, "I think Jack's in this game." And it's like, "Oh
Yeah, I was like, I think he said he was on the phone or something.
We're on the phone now.
phone.
Yeah, it was really.
It's stuff like that that makes
Yeah.
me believe in God. Really.
pretty much."
I'm sure
That
that's
shit doesn't happen on its own.
Has that happened before, where like you guys have voiced a character and then someone's playing it and you're trying to be like not like braggy about it? You're like, oh, listen to that voice.
Yeah,
You
we were at
really-
Jason.
Oh,
And his
Jason
roommates were
Jason
playing.
Rose, who you know.
Jason
Yeah?
Rose.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Actually, at Jason Rose's
Iron
place.
Woods from
Ironwood?
Ruby.
Yes.
Yes.
And his roommates were playing, and we were standing behind them when we realized
Yeah, they were playing Blaze Blue. Yeah, but they were playing it in Japanese, so we
know.
were keeping a low profile, you know, because we were
And then
the
of course
dub
Jason's
people.
like, they play those roles.
So
and
they
we were
flipped it
But
over
not in
and- yeah.
Japanese. That's not us. That's not actually us. And then they flipped it and then played us.
Yeah.
Well, you know Japanese, right? Aren't you fluent?
I do speak Japanese.
Ooh,
you
nice.
fuck.
There was some.
Yeah.
It's the
no,
worst.
it's not just
It's the
Japanese
worst.
though. It's French and German, and I know.
I can barely speak English.
My dad was
too.
a spy, and we traveled a lot. It's
Perks,
whatever.
man.
It's-
Perks of that.
right? But there were some Japanese in the game that we played on Achievement Hunter.
There was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did it help you?
Yeah.
Is that why you did better than I did?
I did not do better than anyone in that game.
So
I
who do you
did
play?
better than 0 people in that
Who do you
game.
play in World of Warcraft?
I'm
Katarina.
Katarina.
Oh, are you in any Legion stuff or any of the new stuff?
No, not the new stuff.
No? Alas.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll keep an ear out for you.
Yeah.
I just got back into World of
Yeah.
Warcraft, so I'm just like, all right, I'm like digging back into it.
And you never know when they're gonna bring you back or not bring you back. So.
Yeah. No, I get that game. It hooks you hard because like I saw it and I was like, I don't want to play this game because I'm going to play it and then that's going to be my life for like whatever. And then I didn't play it, and then finally I was like, all right. Then Cataclysm was coming out.
Yeah.
And so I started playing right before Cataclysm, and then I played it for 2 years straight. And I was like, I played it a lot, and then like my guild kind of like died, like the raiders and stuff. We all kind of got tired of it, and then they stopped playing, and then I stopped playing, and then Legion came out, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll try this. I've heard nothing but good things, so
So you kicked crack, but you can't kick League of Legends.
Yeah, or no, World of Warcraft. I never got into League of Legends.
Wait. Did you say you said Katarina? Katarina is my character from
League of Legends.
World of
Warcraft,
Warcraft. Sorry, I never say the dragon's
You're
name.
a dragon.
I'm a dragon
of some sort. Sorry, right. I know. Halfway through, I was like,
Khaleesi.
Okay.
It's Khaleesi.
Yeah.
I'm
Drogon.
Khaleesi. Yeah, it's Asara.
She's
She's
an
the big purple
actual
dragon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I probably talked to you at some
You
point
have.
then.
Nice.
All right.
Yes. Was it a good
I
chat?
talk a lot.
Yeah.
was it a good chat or was it a...
It's all right.
Cool.
The game
All
that
right.
hooked everyone back in now is Destiny.
Oh,
and of
yeah.
course, whenever that happens, the entire office shuts down.
Yup. Yeah, it's pretty much like, what are you doing? Nothing. Just playing Destiny.
Yeah.
Dude, that's my weekend. I'm so excited to play Destiny all weekend.
It's
Try and
like-
level up for the raid. Because if you're not familiar with Destiny, basically every time like a new raid and new DLC comes out, it's essentially the game is like almost re-released.
Right.
But since launch, Destiny's done a really good job, in my opinion, at designing it where basically it's a game that's made to come back to. You
Yeah.
can play it the entire time if you're a psychopath, but essentially you run out of major shit to do. Then it's like super nitpicky, like, oh, I want to, increase my gear by 0.0001% kind of deal. But for people who haven't played it, every time they release new stuff, it's always super easy. They make it easy to catch up so you can play the new stuff.
Because
It's
they
not-
want you to do it.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not like, well, I've been playing, I haven't played in a year, so I have 6 months of work, and then I can play the game again. So I think when we stopped playing, what was max level? Like 320? Probably? Because I left, I was
320 was up there.
I was 313.
Even
so I'm
then,
assuming
light levels didn't
320.
exist initially.
Initially,
No,
yeah, but
not
the last
initially.
one I think was
It
320.
was like
Yeah,
just
320.
after the Taken King came out. So probably like around 6 months ago-ish is when I last like really played it.
It was 320,
And-
then 335. I think was the last
That's the new,
cap.
the new ones, and then it went up again.
No,
Oh, you
no,
mean
no, no.
335 was like if you were like
Yeah.
pant and
Yeah,
style.
that was probably
Yeah,
it.
that
It
was-
was,
that was
320
max
up to
cap.
the raid, and then whenever they put the hard mode out, they bump
Yeah.
it like another 15 levels or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But essentially, I was 313 out of 320, so I was like pretty up with the game and stuff like that. Haven't played it for 6 months. Now the new cap is 365, but you can get from essentially the new minimum level is 350, but you can just go like buy equipment that puts you
Oh,
at that
that
level
bumps you.
and kind of boost you up so then you can start playing the game again. So every time they come out with a big raid, I mean, which is similar to like World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
where it's like, for us, 8-hour raid, you know what I mean? The first time, because there's always
'cause
like
we suck,
we
too.
suck,
I mean, like, there's
we
people
suck.
can
That's
do
what I
it
mean
quick.
for us. We're terrible.
Yeah.
And there's also, unless somebody's gone through it before, there's a lot of like puzzle elements or like
Mm-hmm.
something you have to figure out. There's like weird mechanics. Usually y'all have to break up into like 3 groups of 2 or 2 groups of 3, and one team will have to do this and do a series of things while the other group does this. But it's by far the most enjoyable aspect
It's
of
so
the video
fun.
game.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that group mentality of
Yeah.
like I appreciate the fact that you have to play the game, you have to level up, not even to an insane amount, but you have to in order to compete in the raid, because it means that everyone there at least has a grasp on what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
everybody's
You
sort of
can't
at
turn the
same
game
level.
on and just play it and be like,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Right.
So it's
And it doesn't behoove you to get someone else to level you up because it's
then you don't know what the hell you're
you don't
doing.
know what you're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And for us, people who are generally awful at video games, in any competitive matches, we're always slaughtered. It's like the ultimate group thing, where it's like 6 of us on a team beating the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited to play it. I've only missed one raid. I missed the one in the middle there because that's when we were shooting Laser Team. Gavin and I were fell way behind on levels. But
I don't know the first
That's
time.
what you get.
Yeah,
That's what you get for being in a big movie.
I don't know the first time all 6 of us are in the office. Next.
Yeah, that's
Jeff's had the office for quite some time.
Well, maybe without Jeff.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the 5 of us. And then Matt Rag.
Jeff is the funniest part of every raid though, because he's so bad.
He's so bad. He's so bad. But I will say his skill in combat, he's the worst. But I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, Jeff could be the worst at 5. At 4. It's when we get to platforming, when you have to just jump across things, because there'll be some sort of platforming element in most of the raids too. He's a fucking idiot. He's worthless. He's like a 1. You have had to beat it for him several times.
I literally have taken his controller.
You take his controller away and you
Whatever.
do it because we're all on the other side of a bridge and Jeff just keeps falling in over and over and over.
So
again.
far, Achievement Hunter has put out 3 raid videos, and usually they're in series of 3 or 4 parts. Because it's so long. And I've edited every single one so far. The last raid part, we get across this platforming section probably 5 minutes or so. We all figure out the course, 5 of us.
Yeah.
And we wait for Jeff for 25 minutes of us standing on the other side and Jeff going, nap, nap, just falling into the pit.
It's the video at that point, because it's cut down, but it's us just talking about whatever. What are you getting for lunch? I don't know. And then you start, fuck! He didn't jump!
Yeah.
And Jeff's the ultimate, my controller's broke.
Yeah, he's like, I can't jump that high. I can't
It's
do it.
impossible! Jeff, we're all fucking standing here. We're all looking at you. It's possible.
His thumbs are different than yours. Stop it.
Yeah.
It's deforming.
No, I'm excited for the new raid. It literally just launched about 45 minutes ago,
wow.
people are just now diving into it.
So nobody's tuned into this, actually.
No,
nobody's tuned in anyway.
They're all
Everybody's
watching
playing
that.
Destiny.
Everyone will be
It's
watching this on YouTube.
Bad timing.
When you guys came in this morning too, Jeremy was playing Destiny, and I think Terry
Yeah.
you were
Totally.
like, "Oh, are we playing Destiny?" And I was like, "No, God, no, by all means,
Yeah.
none of that."
Because if you wanted somebody to get even lower than Jeff, it would be me.
We would tie for that.
I would die. in
He would
1
he
second.
would
Yeah.
welcome you with open arms.
I'm sorry he's not here
lower
today.
than him.
Both for that and because I'm the only other person who knows who Rom Space Knight is.
He got very excited about ROM.
Yep.
And I was
Jack
like,
knows, Rom.
Yeah. I didn't have one, but I knew it. I knew of
Right.
Rom.
Right.
yeah.
We were buddies.
Jeff was
You and Rom?
like,
Yeah, we're college friends.
On a first name basis.
Were you his page? You were Rom Space Page?
Yeah. What's up? He was like, hey.
Rom the roomie.
Right.
what do you think, by the way, Ryan's doing right now?
Destiny.
I don't know, because
Because that computer thing fell
His ass
through,
is doing what
right?
he's supposed to, is setting up those damn computers.
But I thought that wasn't happening.
No, that's not happening now.
It's not happening.
From what a follow-up
Destiny.
conversation that we had,
Destiny.
it probably will be. But yeah.
Destiny.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know.
Cool. But
We-
the point
we-
is, he's not here, and there's no one else in the office. So I was like, Ryan, you can be on the podcast. You're, by yourself. He's probably playing
I
Destiny.
want to hear his snake
playing
story.
Destiny.
Did you see his goddamn tweet this morning?
No.
He found, going into his house, through a crack in his bricks, about a 4-foot long snake skin.
Right.
Going into the house.
So it
Yeah.
shed as it was entering.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
he.
So now it looks different. You won't recognize it.
yeah. He's like,
It could be anything.
It's got a little
just
hat on.
having some breakfast. Ryan.
Could you please pass the butter?
Yeah.
Join me for
That'd be
tea.
amazing if it was like a fucking Octodad scenario. It was like a snake inside a suit. And it was just
Ryan's like, I swear I only had 2 kids.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm still stuck
this
on.
one?
I'm still stuck on. He has a crack this big between the bricks in his house. Where
And
does
he hasn't been
own
worried
this?
about that.
Oh, here we go.
I can.
Yeah, there you go. There's.
It's not even cracked.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
yeah, that's a space, and it's well off the ground.
Yeah.
is what's the
That
the
snake
shocking
went
part
up
is.
the wall.
Yeah.
What made that hole? Also, yeah,
I
I'm
wanna
back
know
to,
the
I'm
story.
hung up on that. The snake. The snake was like,
The
just
fucking
punched him in the
basilisk. and busted
Ryan,
through
that
it.
is not weather sealed, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got some
is funny
problems.
at that.
Someone blow the Ryan horn and
Is
get
there
him
like
over
an
here.
arm or something in there?
And this is the other thing, Ryan, too. It was a while ago, maybe like 3 months ago, but he had that bout where 2 of his dogs got bit by a rattlesnake.
Oh, yeah.
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 Within like a few weeks
In his house.
in his backyard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like,
No,
you
not
need to
yet.
do something
you
about
need to
that.
stop keeping rattlesnakes. I think
Yeah.
is-
Texas, man.
I'd
You
move
get it.
at that
The
point.
problem, I think, he's too comfortable because his wife is a veterinarian. He's like, yeah, she took the dogs inside, Oh, no, actually, she still had to take it to the office because she didn't have the juice. She didn't have the rattlesnake
yeah.
juice just
Yeah.
laying around. But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was like, oh, it's no big deal. Yeah, she just drove to the office, gave them the shots. They're good.
Now, have you guys all
What if
eaten
she-
rattlesnake?
Yes.
I think I have.
That's
Yeah.
a Texas.
That's a
That's a
Texas
Texas
thing,
thing,
right?
right?
Yeah, it's very
It's
much
sort of
Texas
a-
thing.
yeah.
It really does taste like chicken. Like straight
It's
up.
not bad.
Anything
Cooked-
fried
cooked
tastes like chicken,
snake.
though,
Yeah.
I've also had gator. It's very similar.
I've had gator.
It's just
It's like
chewier.
Okay.
Some kangaroo. Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are in
I had
Texas.
kangaroo.
Yeah, she went
Kangaroo
ape shit
steaks.
for kangaroo in Australia.
It
She
was
had it
good.
as
That's
much
where we
as
met.
possible. Yeah.
That's where we met in Australia.
Yeah, it's true.
Guys, good
You were the one who
times.
came up to us and you're like, "Hey, you guys are Rooster Teeth. You do like laser teams."
What
and everything?"
happened
We're like,
was
Yeah.
"Hello."
we were doing it was Supernova 2014 in Sydney. They did the weekend at Sydney, and then Perth was the following weekend. And we had never been to Supernova before, and they were doing the like guest introduction, which they just did at Konichi, where they kind of just say, "Hey, here's all the guests," and we were behind the stage like cattle, just all corralled in the one spot, and like the people that we are, I'm sitting there talking to no one, doing nothing, just like looking at the floor, and Yuri was going around like talking to everybody, like everybody that you knew and then that you didn't know. He's like, "Oh, hey, I'm Yuri, nice to meet you," blah 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 blah. So then you introduced yourself to me, which is funny because you're like, "Oh, hi, I'm Yuri," and as soon as you said that, I was like, "Oh my God, you're Yuri Lowenthal." Yeah, it's true. I was like, "Fucking Ben 10, fucking Sasuke right there," like because I had seen your face before, but it immediately clicked when you said your name. And I was like, "Oh, I'm Michael Jones. I'm from Rooster Teeth." And you immediately were like, "Oh yeah, you guys are making a laser team." And we hadn't even started. This is in June, so we hadn't even started shooting it yet. And I was like, "Well, somebody is. I'm not. I have nothing to do with laser team." And that's we went from there. We
Played on a
And we
playground.
played on playgrounds.
We went to the zoo.
Yeah, we went to the
did.
zoo.
We ate Indonesian
We
food.
climbed that thing.
The spider web.
Yeah, the
pictures
spider web
somewhere-
thing. We
somewhere
got
out
to
there,
climb.
there are
Yeah.
Which they would
Pictures of us
never let
climbing on that.
be legal in the United States
Yeah,
because
that's
you
why
would
it was
fall
so
to your
exciting.
death and be,
Yes. Same thing in Germany. So we were
Oh, they
saying
had playgrounds there?
Well, they didn't have playgrounds, but they had.
They did.
They
They exist.
We didn't see them.
Very depressing
Yeah.
playground.
They're called camps.
Exactly. At our hotel, they had windows, and they opened all the way, and there was a sign that said, "Hey,
Please don't jump out of them."
Exactly. We're not responsible for your safety. Kids, watch your children. Basically, And we're
Kids,
like,
watch your children.
Yeah,
Kids.
yeah.
Kids, watch your parents. It's really the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Watch your kids.
Watch your children and rethink your life.
That's how they do it in Germany.
It didn't even say like danger, blah 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 blah. It literally said these windows open fully. Parents are responsible for their children. That's all it said. Like, i.e., don't fucking fall out.
That would never fly in America.
But it blew
No
my
way.
mind. Like, you
No,
just
we will-
open
we will
and it's
sue
the size of a
anyone.
door,
Yeah.
and it just opens.
And
In
I'm like,
America,
this
they
isn't
would jump
allowed?
out of the window
Yeah.
just to see if they could
They
sue
would
them.
throw their kid out
Yeah.
and be like, "We're suing."
Yeah.
We suck.
We suck. A little bit.
No, we're uptight. We're uptight about shit. And if kid
Except-
falls out a window,
hey,
it's a kid's fucking fault.
Except
Darwinism.
guns.
Absolutely.
Right, that's the only thing.
Yeah. Everyone.
Like porn we can't handle, but
Yeah,
guns
yeah.
we're nailing
It's
it.
true,
All
yeah.
about it.
Hey, don't open that window. Even porn. Don't open that window. Take a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Shoot it open.
Is this a segue into an ad read also? Because you keep lifting that.
Yeah.
up.
I mean, it's here. I do it when I get to it.
Nipple rated R.
I'm not gonna
400
interrupt.
people dying. You're fine, dude. I watched that X-Men movie, the newest X-Men movie, Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So many people get murdered in that
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
It's like just so much.
I read. You know what? I
Rated-
enjoyed that.
And it's like, oh,
Rated
PG-13.
Rated PG, PG-13, yeah.
It's like, oh yeah. I mean,
Is
like,
the
well,
blood purple?
I mean, like at one point, I mean,
That's how they
Agreed.
get
At this
You
point-
get your dick out, rated R.
yeah,
It's unfair.
You flashed an areola.
They used
that's
their
it.
one fuck.
Yeah. I think they used a couple
One.
actually.
No, it was just one.
Was it just one?
Yeah.
It was
just said it really
Magneto,
loudly.
and he's like, "Who the
Oh,
fuck are you?"
Yeah, which was like so odd a use of it.
It was a weird use.
When they had Logan do it, that
That
one,
made
was a good
sense.
one.
that was
That
the
was
best,
perfect.
best time it was ever used.
But like Logan, when he shows up in this one, it's just like it's violent.
Oh
It's
my
like,
god!
Is he in this one?
Oh, he's
Oh,
in
yeah.
one
because I didn't see
scene.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
He's in one scene, and
But
it's
he-
fucking vicious.
But it's funny because he's not the Wolverine Logan where he's like super ripped. He's more of like the original X-Men movie Wolverine. So he actually doesn't look as like beefy as he was. I don't know if that was intentional or if they didn't give him the run
He
up to
looks
like
just
take
like
like
he's
steroids
yeah,
to get him
whatever,
ripped
yeah.
again.
It
But
takes a lot to get that.
I think
Yeah,
it's just Hugh
yeah.
Jackman being Hugh Jackman. He's like, "This is what you get."
Yeah.
Right, right.
This
Jackman
is
would like-
I'm doing a
Wolverine
musical
today.
right now. I'm just not as rocked as I usually am.
his fucking vocal cords are ripped as shit, though.
Yeah.
That's,
Right.
Yeah, he's been working.
I like
these
that they
out.
gave. I like in Civil War that they gave the one bit of profanity to Spider-Man.
yeah.
Holy shit! And it's like it was the best. It was
Yes.
the best. They know how to pick it.
That being said, I'm sorry, we have to give away the children to animation.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
for stopping
Yes.
by. No, quite all right.
Thanks for
All right.
letting us join and have some
for
fun
letting me
here.
Yeah.
Tell the
Absolutely.
chimpanzees.
Glad
Now
you were
people
here
will
for
be
years.
like,
First Christmas with us.
when Ruby or whatever comes out that you're in, they'll be like, were they drunk in that scene?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
We are just drunk all the
Just
time.
assume I'm drunk in everything
Yes.
you ever see me in.
Where does this live?
Well, thank
right,
you for stopping by.
I'm gonna,
Appreciate
this is
it.
gonna represent me.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
rest
sure.
of my
Cool, yeah.
life.
All right, we'll leave it right there.
Cheers. Here, you
Cheers.
can have your
Thank you,
representation.
thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah.
And I just walk right into it.
Yeah. Just run
Just
towards
into
it.
that thing.
Walk right
Run
into it.
towards it.
We'll pour one out for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please don't.
Cheers.
Okay. Broadcast is going, no.
I mean, we've
yeah.
made worse
Actors,
on
am
this
I right?
Don't say
know,
that
right?
email. Oh.
Man,
Caleb at roosterteeth.com. Please.
You gotta stop.
they tired me out. I could use a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about monkeys getting all excited.
I know. I mean, I just need something to sleep on.
I mean, this
there's
table,
a stool
go for it.
right there.
That was a set.
No, I know, I got it.
Here's
So,
what I do. Michael has
please
to
do the
ad
other
read.
read.
I have to piss.
Shut
Jeff has to
up!
nap.
He's setting up the ad read. He's
Right
saying
now.
he needs a nap. It's
Oh,
Casper mattress. You're
yawn.
ruining it.
If
There was
only
so
I
much
had
work put into
something
this.
to rest my little head on.
Well, you know what, Jack? You're in luck because you already own one.
Hey, that's right.
Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the cost. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings directly to the consumer. That's you. Casper mattress is an obsessively engineered mattress at a very fair price. Casper combines two technologies, springy latex foam and supportive memory foam, to create an award-winning sleep service with just the right sink and just the right bounce. The breathable design sleeps cool to help you regulate your temperature through the night. You can buy it easily online and completely risk-free. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that in all reality you spend a third of your life on. Casper offers a free delivery and painless returns with a 100-day period, so you don't have to lie down in a showroom. Casper offers free shipping and returns to the US and Canada. Get a Casper mattress for $500 for a twin or $950 for a king size. Comparing this to industry averages, that's an outstanding price point. And you can save an additional $50 towards a mattress purchase by going to casper.com/offtopic and entering promo code OFFTOPIC. That's casper.com offtopic and promo code OFFTOPIC. Terms and conditions apply. That's the only ad read I've ever seen that has that at the bottom.
Really?
So I felt like I should read it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Casper mattress, incredibly comfy mattress.
yeah,
I can
super,
speak
super comfy.
from my own use.
I
It's
like
a
mine.
damn good mattress at a damn good price because mattresses are quite expensive.
But
Yeah,
they
they
don't
are.
talk about in the ad read the coolest part of the Casper mattress is
The
it
box?
comes in the box and you unfold it and like cut the little plastics in because they shrink wrap it.
Yeah.
And it goes psh, and like slowly fills
Yeah, it
up.
just comes in like a rolled up sleeping bag,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you unroll it, you fold it, and then you rip it, and a mattress of your dreams slowly inflates
Really
before
cool.
your very eyes. I was super happy with mine. It's in my guest bedroom.
Nice.
I should get one. I really should
should.
pick one up. I gotta fill up all those bedrooms so people can, so no one will visit me.
So trust me, here's the problem. You do that now. The problem is you fill up those bedrooms, people come.
Yeah.
It's true.
They,
Yeah.
Word spreads. Oh, you got an extra.
Yeah, you got
an
a
extra
bed?
bedroom? Hey, listen, I know we're not that close, but you mind if
No,
I
I
stay
love
there
that my
for a
parents are
while?
like, I'll talk to them at any point during the summer, and they're like, "Oh, we miss you, we miss you." I'm like, "Hey, you can come visit." And they're like, "Nah, fuck that." I'm like, perfect.
You don't think like in winter, like when it's all
Good.
snewy and shit
Yeah,
up there,
dude,
like they
East
come
Coast
They probably want to.
sucks.
They're probably gonna want to
Beavers.
flee the winter. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I'm flying back up there today to visit them.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah. So I'm piecing out a little early, but I mean, yeah, fly back up there. I'll be there all weekend.
So you're not gonna do any raiding?
No, I mean, I'm
That's
not.
all right.
I'm not
I
even
mean,
gonna be in the office Monday, so I can't be in the raid if you do it Monday.
No, we won't do it Monday.
I don't think anyone's gonna.
We got to do it with the
All
six
right,
of us.
so
Here's what we do. We'll say
gotta
this.
do the six of us.
Guarantee the five of us. Fuck Jeff. 'Cause he sucks.
Right.
His schedule, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
It's got to
his
be at
schedule is
least the
terrible.
five of us. If Jeff works out, he works out. But, you know.
And so we're gonna do the thing. So we're gonna do it completely blind, or are we gonna watch stuff? Like what's gonna happen with that?
Do you
Michael?
want to know anything about?
Here's
it?
what's going to happen. I say we do it blind.
Because I desperately want to see shit going on. Like I want to go watch
It's
like
true.
that.
I am very curious
like-
about what they did.
Yeah, like I know
But-
like Dado's streaming right now. And I'm like I want to watch people playing this, but
Yeah, that's fine.
You think
I
so?
mean, I mean, we can watch it. I think just don't play it.
okay.
I mean, it's going to help to have some sort of
The
insight.
thing is,
Yeah.
we never show it anyways. Like all the figuring out, it all gets cut out anyways. Really, most of it in the final edit. If we take 3 hours to do one section,
I guess so. Yeah. If we're like jumping. Puzzles.
Shy of the only thing I can think of is I remember the very first raid. We all hit the absolute minimum, but not the recommended. The minimum.
Oh, yeah.
And we couldn't get past the first fucking door.
We couldn't
We'd
get
have
into
to-
the door.
to have to
Yeah,
raise the
things,
rings.
yeah.
Vault
you
of
know?
glass. Yeah, because it
That
was
was
3 groups of 2, and it was just like we couldn't do
That's-
it. The
that's a
Minotaurs kept
whole
killing us.
video.
No, I know. What's that? Like an hour-long video of essentially, it's like the Achievement Hunter raid. we get to the front door and can't open it.
Yeah, it's just locked.
That's the
Sorry,
raid.
guys.
But at the same time, I will say I love that about the raid because it wouldn't be a raid if that wasn't the case.
Dude, I will say it's gotten. God, it's just Lindsay walking in front of the camera.
Yeah, she's a fucking shadow person.
They've ramped the difficulty up way high with this expansion. It feels like just doing like the weekly like the daily quests and like the strikes and stuff. It's gotten tough, man. Like
it is tough.
Like even on patrol, you can get your ass knocked out. It's like, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get them 350 pieces.
Yeah. The first thing I did, I bought a 350 ghost shell, and then I think I bought a 350 boots or something.
I've got enough for 2 pieces.
Okay.
That cost 75.
Well, keep in
I have
mind,
like 165 marks.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do first though is I'm gonna buy the shit from the merchant this weekend because his shit's 350 too.
The stuff he has isn't that great actually.
No, but it's 350. I'm just gonna buy it and eat it.
Oh,
with
okay.
strange points just to get to 350. Because once I hit 350, then I can start unlocking shit.
You and Trevor both call it eating.
Eating, you eat it. You eat it.
Yeah, he's got for you. You play a Titan.
Yeah.
So he's got a helm for you. He's got the Monte Carlo at 350, and those are the two things.
He's got a chest armor for the. He's got a chest armor for the Titan.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's blue. It looks fucking dopey because you can't change the color of it, so you look like you're in a big blue life vest. But apparently what it does is when you jump, you can change direction in the air.
Oh, that's
you
cool.
can boost and do
That's
stuff.
not bad because
It's pretty cool.
I can't even remember what that's called. I think a year ago when I played Destiny, people referred to that as skating because it is kind of like skatey. I've seen that
you can
term
jump up and go
used
like
before for a
fly
Titan.
over. Yeah.
It's Draco.
Hey,
It's
what's Draco Malfoy doing
incredibly
here?
valuable for staying alive.
Yeah.
Because Destiny is just a game where you can get the shit shot out of you. It's all about like that last little bullet.
Yeah.
It's all about getting the fuck away and hiding.
That's one of the things.
What's up, Trevor?
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How's it
I've never worn shorts on the podcast before, so everyone enjoy.
I've never worn shorts in
Yeah,
my life
you don't have to
before.
rub yourself while you do it.
That's one of the things I always hated
There's
about
a good
Destiny.
shot.
Hey,
Destiny
great,
was-
thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You
guys.
called it out.
Yeah.
Destiny was one of those games that always felt to me like the multiplayer. You die instantly.
Oh, yeah.
It was a matter of
Yeah.
like who sees who first.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of firefight. Like in Halo, I feel like there's a lot of like you get. Into a fight,
I
and
would
you're
say it's in between Call of Duty and Halo.
yeah, for
sure.
Call of Duty's
Call of Duty's one bullet. You're
Yeah.
fucking dead. That's why I'm terrible at it because
dude-
I don't know the maps or anything.
Like we were playing it. We streamed it a couple days ago, and Jeff was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
God.
this isn't like Overwatch. This isn't." Before he kind of got into it and actually had fun with it.
Jeff sucks.
But he's comparing it. He's comparing one slice of Destiny to Overwatch.
Oh yeah, he was saying
which
Overwatch
all
is
of
better
what-
than Destiny.
Yeah, and it's like to me, like I don't play Crucible at all
Me
unless
neither.
we're doing it. Unless we're doing it for a stream or something.
or I'm getting marks or some
That's-
reason.
yeah,
I'll do
only
it like
reason.
that much of the time. If
the
I'm
only
playing
reason I
Destiny
go
for
in.
fun, I just play the story.
Yeah, you do the story, you do the,
The
patrols,
raids, all
the
that
raid
shit, yeah.
strikes. Like that to
That's
me is
Destiny to me.
Absolutely.
The other stuff is a side thing. But I will say, like again, because it's Jeff, that's not for him. Like for Destiny to him is the Crucible. He plays way more Crucible, probably because he can just have his teammates win the game for him.
Yeah, just get carried.
But I totally am into the raids
for how
and all that
bad
shit.
Jeff is at multiplayer, he plays a lot of multiplayer games.
Yeah?
He does.
Yeah.
He's actually getting pretty decent at Overwatch. I will
Yeah,
say.
and he played a lot of
On
Call
console.
of Duty.
Yeah, he's playing on console, not PC.
Here comes Lindsay.
There's
Oh, yeah?
a lot of difference.
Whatever. I mean, you can stay.
Yeah, we got 5
Oh,
people
sure.
We
on
had
here.
6 on.
Which
for...
camera are we on so I can walk in front of it?
That one.
Sweet.
Right here, yeah.
Here, I'll get in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lindsay, why don't you come sit next to your husband?
That wasn't
She
as
was
bad.
joking, but then she did it.
Oh, well.
No,
now-
because she did it before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it already happened.
You're here now.
All right,
Trevor.
everyone move and fuck up the camera.
Change places.
Jeremy was being very nice. He was like, yo, sit next to your hubby. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, and you're like,
So-
why?
I'll consider it.
The Crucible has like certain weapons that like are those one-hit kills. I have none of those.
Yeah.
Like so I'll be
Oh,
like,
really?
all right, charging up my fusion rifle, or like
No.
gonna kill somebody. Shotgun, like
Yeah.
slide shotgun.
Slide shotgun. I kept getting killed so much with slide shotgun, and it's just
Slide
like,
shotguns
oh,
and
Not a shotgun.
slide
man.
shotguns and pulse rifles are all you need.
Oh,
And
See,
you'll be
I
fine.
use my fusion rifle, but I have the long far gone, which is like crazy range for a fusion rifle. So it's almost like a mid-range weapon. That's what I use, and it's one hit kill. If you hit center mass, it's.
I
One
used
hit
to have
kill.
some good cruci weapons, but not
Crucies.
now. No,
All right.
and now they're all just random.
Someone
pickups.
said recommended light is 370 for the raid.
God damn it!
And the cap is 385.
Fuck!
there are people
And it'll
right
be
now.
400 at hard mode.
Wow.
What's Pan's light level?
God, I have no idea. I think it's like 360 something, but
Okay.
there are people right now who are 380 and like in the 380s. Before the raid, like I don't know if they finished the raid already because people are fucking animals.
70.
But yeah, there are
Yeah.
people out there already
All right.
380.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm-
can get to 350 pretty quick.
So go ahead and give up, everyone.
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
318.
318.
Yeah.
You can get. I went from 312.
I haven't bought any of the new equipment.
I'm like 348, and I did that in like 3 days. So you can do it pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm
I can-
351.
I can get, I think, 4 or 5 pieces of equipment
Oh, that'll knock
in
you
one
way
in
up.
one go today. Like I said, I can buy 2 things from the merchant and just
Do the story.
infuse.
Do the story mode because you'll
Yep.
get a 350 artifact and
Yep.
you'll get a 340 sword.
Correct.
Yeah, 340 sword.
For 2 of
six heavy.
those, I can get the 2 things from the merchant and another 2 things from the like Vanguard
Yeah.
bullshit.
Then you do the Galahorn quest. That's a 350.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jalahorn, yeah. So
I'm excited. I'm back in.
Is that a
Destiny.
Matt
I love
thing that
it.
you
That's
just
a
kind
Matt
of
thing.
okay?
I
I
love
mean, it
it.
has a J in it. So
Thank you so much.
people are asking if we're gonna stream the raid attempt. No,
I
not the
doubt
first
it.
one.
There's
Not
no
the
way.
first one.
It'll take way too long.
Wait, I was gonna say.
So is that what's going on with that?
So Matt, in addition to Panton and a couple other people in and out of the office, are boosting up their light level so that way they can take out the raid today. I think the plan is that he and maybe somebody else are going to stream it,
They should definitely
the
stream it.
attempt, to
Yeah.
see how how well we can do. So
As far as we know,
How
it's
far we
it's,
can get?
it's Matt, Panton, Mika,
Andrew, or am I wrong?
Kent,
There's no way. Andrew
Larry.
doesn't have a character.
Larry,
Kent is on PS4. Larry,
Larry,
and then the-
2 of
the
Mika's
con-
friends.
Yeah,
there.
that's what I believe.
Kent doesn't even have an Xbox account, does he?
I don't
I don't
think
think
so.
so. Xbox Live account.
I don't know.
That was my
Let's
life.
fire him.
That was my life when I worked with
Blasphemy.
Yeah. Just
when I
saying.
worked with Adam and Joel. That was it. It
Yeah.
was just like Matt and I playing Destiny and them playing Destiny. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
we should do a mission together, and they're like, we're on PS4, we're on Xbox. All right, never mind.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
we
Yeah.
never made a video. There was never a how-to Destiny.
What
Yeah,
Kent does
with
play is
us.
World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
hop back into that. So I'm sure you two could go tit for tat.
Yeah. We're friends on Battle.net, which is about to change names. It's no longer going to be Battle.net.
Battle.net.
Yeah. Well, it's
Battle,
no longer.
Battle.org.
It's
Don't
just
you
going to be
forget
like
that dot.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
gonna be
go ahead.
it's just gonna be Blizzard
Was it .gov?
whatever.
Why?
I don't know. They're just getting rid of it.
What's
They're
wrong
like,
with
yeah, we're gonna drop
Battle.net?
the
It's
names.
awesome. That's like a piece
That's
of
not
history
their
right
brand
there.
name.
Well, Kent just had a baby too, so I was like, "Yo, don't waste your
On
life."
Battle.net?
Fucking
World of
brag
Warcraft,
about it,
yeah.
Ken.
Yeah.
Make sure you spend time with your child. Okay.
Well, all you gotta do is just prop the
He's
kid
like-
up,
he's
and then
like
just place
throws
him. You
the
know,
kid-
like you get the mouse hands, put the little baby right there,
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
perfect.
You'll lost it,
I
and
made
you're-
macaroni art. I don't go showing it off to
Give one of
everybody.
those Bjorn, so the baby's just like sitting here, like while
there
you
you go.
game with the baby on
the
your
baby can
chest.
grind for you when you don't want to play it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. You give the baby a few years, you're describing Jeff's relationship with Millie.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, play daddy's game and get him achievements. Also, you're better than me.
Well, yeah. At what point, like, what age do you think Millie crossed Jeff?
I would guess
in
like a
game
few years
skill?
ago, like 8,
Yeah,
eight,
like 8 or 9. Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
She's about to be 11.
Yeah, she's like a pro Overwatch gamer now.
She's really good.
I mean, especially if you're comparing her to Jeff.
no, she had to play the game where she got like
No,
6
she's
kills.
good.
Kill the entire team.
Yeah.
Every time we go over to Jeff's house, usually she's just playing Overwatch. She's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
If you want to feel like shitty about what you've done with your life and your accomplishments, watch Millie play video games.
See, I don't feel that way at all. That's how video games are geared, okay? That's how it works. It's all just like,
Oh, yeah.
one, video games in general, especially like to be great at something, you can't have a life. Kids, done. You're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kid. You don't have a job.
You don't have a car.
You got school
Yeah.
and maybe some friends,
Yeah.
depending on what kind of kid you are.
If
okay?
you're lucky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Not pretty much everything. Though.
No, I mean,
like,
I
if you
would-
want to be
Kids
great
are
at
faster,
anything,
their reflexes are faster, they have free time, they can just sit and stare for hours. I was way better at video games when I was 14 than I am now.
I would say my peak gaming is like right around 8th grade.
Halo
Like,
2 was my peak gaming.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
17, I was amazing.
Yeah, I was like Doom 2, like online. I had like a dial-up BBS. I would play 4-player and like Doom 2, the campaign, and beat the entire campaign, like all 32 missions over the course of 8 hours, just overnight. I'd be like start at 10 o'clock and wake, and then I'd go to 6 a.m. My parents would make me breakfast and I go to sleep. That was my life.
Dude, I remember when I got PlayStation, I got Final Fantasy VII, and it was one of the first role-playing games I ever played. And so, like, in my experience of video games, I mean, a game was, I don't know, 20 hours long. That was like a video game if you actually beat it from start to finish. You know, when you're little, at least for me, like little, a video game is nothing. Like, you don't beat games. You just turn the game on, you play it, you turn it off. And then you play the same levels over and over and over and over and over again. That's how I played games as a kid. Then when you get older, you realize, oh my God, I can save my progress. And you beat the games, like whatever, Mario, this is Mario game or whatever, like mostly platformer or simple games. Or you play like a sports game or something. And then I got into role-playing games. And I'm like, it just goes on forever. They're like, you know, dozens and dozens of hours. I got PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII probably in the summer of like 2001, I want to say. I bought my PlayStation new. I bought a used copy of Final Fantasy VII, and I played that game for like 5 days straight. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I played that game until like midnight with a couple of breaks, some food ingestion at some point, and I went
juice
to sleep.
box and go back
After
to
4 days, my PlayStation broke. It
Oh,
literally just like
no.
popped and like broke. Like it broke like from using it too much.
yeah.
And I was like, shit. So I go into GameStop, and I'm like, I don't know what to fucking tell the guy. It just stopped working because I played it too much or whatever. I don't know. And I bring it in, and I'm just like, yeah, I just bought this the other day, and it stopped working. And like on that, he goes, oh, we've been getting a bunch of those. Did this, and this happen? Didn't happen to me at all. And I'm like, that's what happened. Yup. And he's like, oh yeah, this is like, we must have got a bad batch, blah, 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 blah. Oh, where's your receipt? Yeah, here's a new one. Yeah, bye. And it was just like an exchange. Like I walked in, walked out, and I was like, fucking see ya. That was my intro to PlayStation. I was like, no, don't play it that much.
Yeah.
I broke it in less than a week.
Probably when I was in freshman year and sophomore year of high school, I would say like at least 3 nights a week, I would go home at 7 a.m. from my friend's house, and we would be playing games all fucking night. We played Left 4 Dead, Halo 3, and Call of Duty Black Ops. Like whatever game it was gonna be, we'd turn it on at his place at 6 p.m. and I would go home at 7 a.m.
That's the whole point of a sleepover. Is you game all night and then you go home and you
We
sleep
didn't.
then.
We
It's a
didn't.
game.
There was never
yeah.
sleeping.
Yeah, there's no
involved.
sleeping.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like, I guess because you're a dude, it's like, well, we don't have sleepovers. Whoa, calm
So,
down.
no,
we have
it's just
game
Don't fall
nights.
asleep. Don't
No,
stop
the,
gaming.
The
That's what he
sleep
was
would
saying.
be we would look over at my friend's
Horizon.
screen and his character be running into a wall. Like this, and we'd look at him and he'd be like,
You
"Oh
are
my
mistaken.
God."
Is sleepover is fine for both. Dudes
still
don't
call
call
it
it a
sleepover.
slumber party. Is what you would. Yes, I had many sleepovers, and I didn't feel bad at all about it. I did not have any slumber parties. The fun's in our dreams.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys ever? I mean, I don't know if you missed this era, but did you ever have LAN parties? Like, did you ever? Do that?
No,
a
never
little bit
yet.
of that. That was my brother. I just never really played those type of games because I got huge into role playing like when I was a teenager, like RPGs and shit like that. So the closest thing I had to a LAN party is what I would do is even at a young age I had the whole multi setup. So I had like a 19-inch TV and then I had a 13-inch TV. So I would have 2 consoles going at the same
Nice.
time. And me and like 2 of my friends it was like a group of 3 of us were the biggest role playing game fans, and I only had the 2 set up. So what we would do was our like LAN party would be one of us would be on the big TV, then one of us would be on the small TV. So then after an hour, the person on the big TV would save their game, go to the small TV. The person on the small TV would do nothing for an hour, and the person who was doing nothing would go to the big TV. So you get 2 hours of play. You get an hour on the big TV, an hour on the small TV, then an hour to wait. But we'd always try and do like the same game. So we were like, could track each other's progress and be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna do that. Like that hour would be like research of like what I'm gonna do when it's my turn.
Man.
That and my brother I did a little bit of LAN for the original Halo.
Okay.
That's really about it.
Yeah, see, for the LAN parties for us, it was, you'd go and you'd play whatever. You play like 16-player Quake. Like, oh my God, 16-player Quake. Or, but really more than anything, before Napster and like Kazaa, anything existed like that, it was everyone shared everything with everybody else. So it was like, oh, you've got this game here, like just trading copies
yeah,
of
yeah,
games.
yeah.
Then you'd have like one computer that was just had everything on it, and everyone would just be pulling stuff off of that, and it was just, yeah, that was.
Because I was, obviously I'm younger, I was into the N64 age, like, perfectly. Like, I was 10 when that came out. So, we would do huge, like, sleepovers for shit like GoldenEye, for
Yeah.
Mario Kart, Mario Party.
Pilot
And it would
Wings?
be, like, 6 to 8 people waiting to play a 4-player game.
Wow.
And it'd all be like, your turn, your turn, your turn, and your turn. Fuck you, everybody else.
Was Smash Melee on 64, right?
No,
was that just
Melee was
GameCube?
GameCube. It was
Yeah.
just Smash.
That was
but
just
but
a-
same
sorry.
thing. That was like the introduction to Smash Brothers. It was like, this game's amazing. I was like, you can't have Pikachu and Mario in the same game. It's not allowed. You can't have that. Like, I remember reading the Nintendo Power that had the advertisement for Smash Brothers in it. And, I still didn't have the internet at that point. If I didn't see a commercial for it and nobody told me about it and I didn't read about it, like, I didn't know games came out. Like, even now, games will come out. I don't know anything about the game. Recore. I don't know a goddamn thing about it. But somebody will be talking about it, and I'll go, oh yeah, Recore, yeah, it's kind of like this and that. Like, at least us, like people who play video games and doing what we do, it's impossible to not hear something.
Yeah.
This is, I was like, what is this game? Like, I was looking at a picture of Pikachu, Mario, and Fox McCloud from fucking Star Fox. And I was like, I need it, I want it, what is this? I want it. I want this game, I need it! And it was like right before my birthday.
There you go.
So I remember seeing that and freaking the fuck out about it. And that, back in the day, that sold the game for me. A picture of it.
It's
being
true,
like,
it'll do it.
a fucking Link next to Kirby, I'm like, take my money, I want it! Now we have everything. So
here's
it's just
the
like,
deal.
impress me.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. In the meantime, Snake Story.
Ryan's here.
Cross in front of the camera.
Ryan, the snake cable.
animal.
I am.
Man, what a rotating cast today.
Yeah.
Are you
I was
grading
like,
him
I'm
in
not going to
process
intrude. There's already 5 people in here. I
there
don't want
was
to like
6 before.
shoehorn in.
So
No,
We got
that's
the
too many.
We got the snake up behind you. For
So we discussed.
We got
Ryan,
part of the snake
Trevor
up behind
properly
me.
graded you in Snake.
Yeah, we
Parcel
gave the
tongue,
intro.
yeah.
And you know, I will say only thing. God damn shame Jeff isn't here.
I know.
He'd be losing his fucking wiener
there
over
would
that
be,
picture they just took off.
Twitter was super excited for enchilada night now. Now that I
yeah,
have
yeah,
wall
yeah,
snakes.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
Wall snakes. Those
Wow.
are
I
good.
also heard there was
the
some
same-
sort of resurgence about enchilada night recently.
Yes.
I saw
Yeah.
somehow it came up somewhere.
It never goes away completely. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
It
always
never goes.
I
tales
mean,
of
it'll go
enchilada
away
night.
if we have it.
It's will it though, or
Yeah.
then will it just live in infamy?
No, well, I mean, Ray doesn't work here anymore. Nobody talks about him.
It's a fair point. Yeah, no, it's really been ages since I've heard that name.
Dramatic sip pause.
I
When it comes
mentioned.
to me, I wasn't spiking the
I talked
camera.
about the Ray from Princess and the Frog, but that's a separate Ray. He's a fucking firefly. So
Yeah, but no. So I went outside. Well, I let my dogs outside this morning, and one of them came back, and the other one didn't.
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, well,
What?
look,
I found it
look,
in the wall.
sometimes
Yeah.
at my house, that's bad. That means they're down there being bit by a rattlesnake. In this case, though, I went outside, and Emma was just around the corner of the house sniffing at that.
Right.
Which it's hard to get the scale of this. I wish I had a banana, but I
It
didn't.
goes down beyond.
I mean, it's not. I can
all
see
way
the
down
garden
there.
hose.
Yeah. No, that thing is at least 4 feet long, and
Yeah.
it goes into the house.
Yeah.
damn.
I don't know if they stretch.
So
a bit.
what's
You got a
Oh, yeah.
basilisk
Snakes.
in your
what
walls.
happened with
Snakes
the
stretch,
with the
don't they?
brick there?
They fly.
Well, no, it's like there's a recess there to get access to what appears to be some kind of maybe like water main or something. I don't know. There's like a drain there.
Oh, okay. I
a
was like,
secret
you need
door
some
to
weather
the-
sealing.
I thought it was
That's where the
very
Chamber of
unusual too.
Secrets
So
is.
I'm hoping that I mean, it would be stupid if whoever built this house put a direct access into the home. Like if there's drywall on the other side of that, I'm gonna sue somebody.
Right.
Stupid
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, hopefully it
This
is.
is
Stupid.
America, my friend.
I could
Turn
be.
it clockwise 3 times, and you'll let yourself in.
Put your hand
Yeah.
right on in.
Push this brick.
Speak friend and enter.
You have
there
to
you
tap
go.
the right brick.
Harry Potter,
so that
love it.
Yeah, it's a great series.
On the upside, it didn't appear to have like a rattle at the bottom, so I think I'm okay. But it's huge, whatever it is. It's that
think
this
they
is
take
how
the rattle with
Anaconda
it.
started.
See, I don't know much
They
about
do, but they would
Yeah,
rip
that-
a hole at the bottom.
I was being a dick.
I don't know much about wall snakes. I know wall cats.
I don't know much about wall snakes.
Don't know much
It's
about
it's a distinct breed.
It's a street.
Yeah.
It's a street in New York.
They don't survive in Africa.
If you
'cause
find
there's
some
not
cats
enough
in your
wall.
wall,
No,
I'll be
walls
with
there.
Well,
Thin.
thankfully the wall snake takes care of the wall cats.
Oh no!
It's-
What?
it's
Ryan,
fine.
no, it's the other way
Yeah,
around.
no, I'm
That's
pretty
what my dad always
sure-
I
told
don't
me.
think that's how it goes. Yeah.
That cat is fucking up that 4-foot snake.
Is that why Sassy died?
He's died because she got stuck in the wall.
Well,
Somebody won the fight in the
The
wall.
snake really had nothing to do with it.
Well-
the snake would have just ended her suffering sooner than starving to
Yes.
death in the wall.
And it wasn't a snake for us. It was the fact that Sassy couldn't meow, so her cries for help were. And then she went
Yeah.
away.
That's the snake's cries too,
Oh,
actually.
nice. Maybe
Honey,
that's
is
what I was
something
hearing.
licking in the walls?
Jeff would be losing his
Yeah.
shit right now just
His
looking
skin will be
at that.
crawling.
He's like,
Here's what
I'm
I get to do when I
moving.
get home, and I didn't do it now because I'm like, well, what the hell? If a science project delivers itself to your house, you don't yank it out before the kids get
Of course
home.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go home and pull that son of a bitch out and see what's on the
Kids,
other
look
end of
what
it.
Daddy has.
I'm hoping that it's like
It's
one
at
of the
the other
cartoon
end, dead.
like scarves coming out of
Handkerchiefs, yeah.
If you
Oh.
put that on Jeff's desk, he would fucking
Yeah.
die.
Yes.
Just put it onto the floor underneath. That way he thinks there's
He
a
knows
snake
I
inside.
have it now, though.
See, the
That's
thing
true.
about Jeff, though, is like it doesn't matter what he knows. He can't handle it.
It's true.
He just can't take it.
Like, Jeff and I had a conversation about how I hate spiders, and he likes spiders.
Yeah.
But I think snakes are awesome.
How do you
and
like spiders?
He thinks they're fun. Yes, yes, Jeff, yes.
God damn it.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, Jeff says spiders are cool. I hate spiders. I love snakes. I think they're awesome. Jeff hates snakes. So even just talking to him about snakes, he was like, "You gotta stop.
freaks
you gotta
out.
stop."
He
If
freaks
it
can't
lives,
handle
it
it at
can
all.
leave. I
Here's
don't want
what
it.
I'm gonna do. Internet, I'm trusting you to keep this.
They've already told him.
No, it's too late.
They're tweeting him now.
I'm going to take that out of there. I'm going to parcel it up. And first, I'm going to put the little tail end of it. That's going to go in one of the drives on like maybe his 360.
Solid
It's going to be a
lemon
while.
cookie.
Eventually, he'll open it and that thing will go.
What was that
Don't
noise
tell
again?
him.
No, that's a
Don't tell him.
hefty snake.
So that's what I'll do with the tail. If it's got a head on it, all the better. I'm gonna work that into the chair he's got now.
Yeah.
That's
So
not
one
the
day
first
he's
time
gonna
that's
put
been
his
said.
hand down in there.
If it's
and
got
like
a head
rooting
on
around.
it, all the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna come out of the chair. The mid
I'm
part
cookies,
that
bro.
can just be interspersed in all the a little bit can go in that bag of dentistry stuff.
I was gonna
in
say
our
that.
office
Yeah,
forever.
his toothpaste bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could double team
It's
it
for
too.
his
Where
slumber parties.
I'll yell at
Yeah.
him and be like, "Yo, get your shit out of here. Get this dentist bag out of here." He'll be like, "Okay, fine. What's in here anyways?"
No,
What?
no,
He's just gonna
no,
throw it straight
no.
in the trash.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you.
he'll
I'll
be
tell you
like-
what happens because that literally you're describing what happened the last time I cleaned the room, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
left it on his desk, and I said, "Hey, I found this fucking dental bag. I know it's yours because your name's all over the fucking bill that's in the bag. You want to take your free fucking toothbrush home and the little
Yeah,
tube
you
of
do.
toothpaste?" It's like Jeff Ramsey, fucking started Achievement Hunter, one of the co-founders of Rooster Teeth. Doing the whole Let's Play thing. No, I gotta save my extra toothbrush. I can't fucking get rid of it. Throw it away or take it home. He takes it off his desk. He's like, "Oh yeah, thanks. I want this." And then immediately tried to. Yeah, you were there
Behind
for that.
his monitor.
He tried to put it behind his monitor as I'm standing there. I went, no, and he pulled it back and then went and shoved it in the shelf behind him. And it's like, so that's what he'd do if you mentioned
And
it.
somehow it has
He'd
emerged
take it and
from there
shove
again.
it somewhere else.
Yeah. Like,
Take it home or throw it away.
Michael is so fucking funny. This morning, he came in, and there was a recent scuffle between Jeff and Gavin, in which Smarties
Oh,
went
my
everywhere.
God.
Like powdered up Smarties just went everywhere, all over the rug and everything. And of course, Gavin's like, "Oh, there's a cleaning lady. She'll come in. She'll vacuum it. What?" And then he left, and he's not here today.
we don't all have Mary
That's for you.
Poppins to take care of.
That's the
us,
key to
okay?
my heart, but also the key to my house. Don't lose that. So then Michael comes in.
He keeps his heart in his house, like
He's
Davy
just-
Jones style.
Yeah.
He's just
Just gotta
looking
find
at
the chest and stab it and become him.
Michael comes in, looks at the Smartie stuff, and he's instantly furious. Like I can.
I mean, because it
feel
was there since yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw it yesterday.
And we had guests today.
We did have
And
that.
so Michael's just looking at it, and he's just like, "God, of course it didn't come. No one's gonna clean this up. Gavin's not gonna clean it up. Jeff's not gonna clean it up." And he goes, "You wonder why no one does shenanigans on me? Because my life is a shenanigans. Because everyone messes up the office, and I hate it." And he's just like grabbing dustbuster.
dustbuster.
Yeah, a dustbuster, and vacuuming the rug, going, "They don't pay me for this."
I'm literally like Ryan all morning is having conversations with Jack and other people about like computers and upgrades and this and that, and I'm in the other side of the room just going, just cursing while I'm doing it. I'm going, I fucking hate them. I hate them. I hate Gavin and Jeff. I hate them so much.
I took
have you
video
got?
of that.
Is that like calcified?
So this is from
What is
yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Feel
Oh,
hard
ew,
those
there's
things
slimy
are.
on the bottom. Oh, it's chocolate.
Make crumbs.
It's chocolate from donuts.
Yeah, that's from the frosting. All right, let's not make a mess, okay?
Be afraid of it.
We're just talking about
He
this.
said it was slimy.
Hey, Jack, throw me one.
He said it was slimy.
Don't eat
Bat
it, please.
Oh
I
yeah.
knew you were gonna do it. I
right.
knew you were gonna do
Got
it.
the lemon treatment. Now you're just wrecking broadcasts area.
Sorry, broadcast. That one's still good.
Take these.
That was
That
for the
was not
crickets.
still good.
It's not something that
It's
you eat.
Someone had
resilient.
picked it
It's
up.
hard.
That's not a food
Can we use
product.
those as a doorstop?
Yeah, well,
use
sure.
one.
Well,
Since they won't fix the air conditioning, why not?
yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
So-
they'll get there by next summer.
It's
Probably
really
shatter if
hot.
the door hit it too hard.
We're gonna get AC come November. Mark my words.
As
Yeah,
soon
when
as
it's,
we
when
get
it's
back
at its hottest.
to the office.
As soon as we
It's
move.
summer somewhere.
Winter.
Well, no,
aka
like
God's
as soon
air
as we walk
conditioning.
back,
Yeah.
we need to. Or they make these awesome things that I found that are leather covers, or they're just like leather replacements for the foam on the VR headset.
Yep. Oh yeah.
We need to do that immediately.
Oh, yeah, 'cause you can just wipe those off.
I am
sweat.
so sorry for you. After the last VR the Champions that we did, that comes out next week, this week.
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. I think it's next week.
I was gonna say next week based on.
It's definitely a
what we're releasing
time
today.
and a place.
Yeah.
It's coming out soon, and it's funny.
It's funny.
What we're releasing today, shove that VR the Champions out of the way.
It's-
Let's get out of here.
Very sweaty. It's very sweaty, and I went before Jeremy, and
Yeah.
Jeremy had my sweaty seconds.
I went, oh, it's gonna be bad, isn't it, Ryan? He goes, oh yeah, and I put it on. And it's one of those like fresh ones where it's not just wet, but it's
Was it
really
like a sponge
hot.
where it like leaked out?
It's like really
down the...
hot in there too. Oh man.
Well, it's even worse after me. I don't know if you've had it after me. Like I sweat more than Ryan just naturally. I'm a sweaty kid, so after I do VR, I'm like
Well, we used to vibe at my house one time while you were there.
Oh
and
god,
it
yeah, I
was
felt
like,
so
yeah.
bad.
It was,
Sorry,
it's legitimately like 1,000 degrees in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
hot regardless.
It may or may not hold the temperature of 1,000 suns.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, no, it's,
Just in a small.
I didn't want to mention it, but fusion actually started on the couch the other day. Yeah, it's not good.
Well, we were in Australia for RTX, the first RTX Australia. We were sitting at a restaurant, and they had no AC there because a lot of places in Australia
It's funny
don't.
because I had no AC at RTX Australia either.
Too. Yes.
It's fucking hot.
We came into the restaurant, we're sitting down, everyone is fine, and I am just dying. It looks like I just took a shower, and Ryan goes, "Are you okay? Are you about to pass out?" I'm like, "I'm fine."
It's nature's shower.
Yeah, but it's
You
so
cleanse
weird
yourself.
though because you sweat, but then like it's 80 degrees out and you're wearing a fucking jacket.
It's comfortable.
So don't do
Style,
that.
True.
No.
form, the overfunction.
I understand. I'm like one of the sweatiest human beings on the planet. Like I constantly am sweating.
You
That's
wear
why I
a
always.
fucking undershirt
Every day of my
like
life,
a
I have a shirt under my
lunatic.
t-shirt
You don't
so that-
live in Boston anymore,
No,
man.
no, it's not for cold. It's because I fucking sweat all the time.
that
So-
help?
Absorbs the sweat.
I've always wondered.
It absorbs it on the back so you don't see any stains on the back.
It's
That's-
just, but I,
I just
feel
don't
like at the
sweat
same
that
time
much.
you would sweat more though, right? From
No,
wearing two
they're not
layers
that
of
heavy.
Would it
clothes.
undo
No.
itself?
It
It's
is
like
a
a catch
cycle.
Someone
22
conduct a test at
somehow.
home and let us know.
Yes,
See,
it
what
is
it
a
does,
cycle.
it's like a Yeti.
Nice.
Your double, nice.
Meta as hell.
It's like a Yeti. See, it creates a vacuum layer whereby heat can't penetrate.
Yes, a
I
vacuum
guess.
layer.
Makes
People go,
sense.
he's not sweaty when they look at me because of the undershirt. See, if I didn't have
meanwhile,
my own, they
like,
go,
yes.
he's
It's
fucking
like
soaked.
bath.
That's why I only, like, at RTX and shit, I only wear true black shirts.
Yeah.
Which
Because
that
it won't
doesn't
show
show
it.
it nearly
No
as badly.
In
It does show, but it's just a little less noticeable.
Right.
In the recent $1 Million Butt that came out, there's a shot of me in a gym, like, and I'm about to start bench pressing, and I lay down at one point, and my front's all sweaty and stuff. That's legitimate sweat. They didn't put water on me or
They
anything.
didn't have to
start
dress
working
you.
out.
Just from standing in this
man.
really hot gym and bench pressing maybe 5 reps. Sweaty.
Yeah,
like
how much?
super sweaty.
1,000 pounds.
Not that much. It was
Each arm.
Pounds.
45 pound
World
bar
record,
and then
yeah.
225s on the
The big plates are
Yeah, the
25,
big ones.
yeah.
Are those 25?
So
ones
that's
are
90
40.
pounds?
The
So
big
90
ones are
pounds.
40.
The big ones are 40?
It was like the ones that are this big.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, the
Oh, I
mid
know.
ones are.
So
yeah.
80 plus 45.
I knew
Hey.
at the height of my laser team workout, I made 2 big ones.
Nice.
Good job. You got just
When I
over
was
100.
in senior year of high school, I used to bench press 300 pounds.
Damn.
In senior year of high school,
Yeah.
I was in the 300 club.
I did about 120.
and then
2 years ago.
then I went to college and ate bricks of cheese.
Then you got up to 300.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Then
protein,
Fat Jeremy
right?
kicked the door in
Yeah.
on my life.
Well, speaking of sweaty, that reminded me
Yeah?
of
Can't wait to see.
we need to get back to Kung Fu.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we do.
no.
I
that
didn't
was
get to play it. I missed it.
Yeah, and also, I mean, it only came out, the video only came out like a month ago.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks ago.
So,
that
yeah, it's
that
been
one was
a
in the
while,
can for a little bit. But
I
yeah.
want to go kung fu fighting.
Yeah, that
It
was
it
a
was
sweaty
dated by
fuck.
his hair.
That's
how we
true.
dated.
Right?
Was it
How many
green?
color levels ago?
I think it
Was it not even
blue.
green
I think it was
No,
not blue.
well,
there was green.
brown.
It was normal.
Brown?
Okay,
it was
so
human,
the
then
other
green,
bee
then
color.
brown.
Brown's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Brown out.
Well, that was how people knew how old Shenanigans was too. The last
Oh,
time
yeah.
it came out, because Jeremy didn't have his
I
hair.
had brown hair.
That video was kicked around for a while.
See, I want to see Ryan and Kung Fu Connect too because we had the beauty of the TMNT verses with you and Michael, where
Yeah.
you guys were freaking out like
I-
this.
man, I
This-
kicked
listen,
his
Even
ass.
better
listen,
at Kung
that
Fu
one's
Connect.
not about freaking out. This one's all about precision.
It
you
is.
Gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta
gotta
do
do
this, doing this does the flip. We all look
The-
like
the
two.
fusion
Also,
hub.
here. Yeah.
This one, the
the
super punch.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, it's all about.
Is it
You
from
do
the
this?
core?
Yes.
There you go.
That's the super,
Super
punch.
punch. This one flips you through the air and gets you up high on platform. There's kicking.
I think at some point I just started going like
punching.
this.
There's a ground pound that Trevor got.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
you
did
gotta do
that
the
a lot?
Halo ground pound,
no.
like hit the ground.
Dude.
It kills all the little enemies. It's very complicated.
No, it's called the ground shaker.
Yeah.
You're like, "Ground shaker!" Very different.
Isn't it armor lock? Isn't that what it is?
Armor locks
There's
and Halo.
armor
Yeah,
locks.
they
It
were-
reached the motion, yes.
Ow.
that was by far the
please. It's
sweatiest
wood.
That was too
achievement
lucky.
video I've ever
Locks his
done.
armor too much.
Yeah.
When that
You
Kung
didn't
Fu
have the
thing was-
boss.
When I did a bunch of levels. I lost one, so I had to do it twice.
I had the mask of what's his face.
Yeah, you had the boss.
I don't know what his name was. I forget.
Jack and I at the end of that were fucking dead. Like it was so bad.
There's a lot going on.
That's cardio. That's good for
Moving
you.
forward,
Yeah, it is.
it's just going to continue to escalate. We're going to have to like tag out per round.
should.
Like
Yeah.
Oh,
teams.
is
one
there-
chapter is like
Are we climbing the hierarchy of kung fu? What's
Do you feel
happening?
like
I mean,
Christian
it,
Hunter
don't know.
is sweat?
you get more level, like more moves every level.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's Kalachi
How
crumbs
about
everywhere.
is there like eye poke or?
I mean, not yet. I mean, good one to have.
You gotta go like this.
Yeah.
So you block it.
There's
I think
a
I-
there's a
come on.
noogie move.
Purple nurple.
Give somebody a
Just
swirly.
reaching around and
Did you guys ever get purple nurples in school? In
No.
the movie one?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay.
Is that a,
I did, but they
You
were
and
called
I.
titty
All right.
twisters.
Yeah,
No way.
same
Well,
here.
even then,
I got
still
some
no.
titty twisters.
Titty twisters.
Pantsing was big in my group.
Yeah,
I never got
dancing
titty
big.
twisters as like a bully thing. It was always
No,
just
no, no,
friends
no.
being
Yeah,
dickheads.
it's
It's
friends
friends
being
being
assholes.
friends.
Yeah.
I agree. But one dude I was friends with decided to do it to me once when I was talking to
You can't
another
do that.
friend. Yeah, and as a female especially, I was like, okay, so you just twisted my tits in front of someone.
That's why it's
Now
called a
I'm
titty
gonna fuck
twister.
you up.
That's assault.
Now I'm gonna
That
fuck
is,
you
yeah.
up.
That is no. That actually. I never even occurred to me that would be something that even would even consider for a female. Because for the dude, like the skin is pretty flat.
Plus, it's like-
you twist it, but then there's like a whole like.
I mean,
Especially,
Action.
you're like twisted.
Yeah,
I mean, especially
to be fair, I was
little
pretty
boys.
flat, all right.
I mean,
Me
your
too,
nips are
me
out.
too.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when you're 6, if you grow up anywhere where they're swimming, it's like your nips are out. That's kids have their shirt off. And
Free the
especially-
nips.
Unless you're like a fat kid, it's just like you're like a stick. You're like this. You have no pecs. It's just like a nipple
Right.
placed on your body. So it's like
It's
the
a
same,
target.
it's the same thing as like pinching your arm. You just like pinch nips. You can't do that to girls.
You can't,
That's
yeah.
insanity. That's
That's how we used
crazy.
to-
Like the first time she told me that, I was like, was he arrested? What does that mean? Like,
And his name was Michael.
that's just like going like that, like running up and grabbing
My
her.
friends and
It
I.
seems like it loses something over cloth. Did he have to like shh?
It was like
Did it go
okay,
in?
Yeah.
Well, we'll
He
do
like
it.
shoot in,
like,
like-
yeah.
Reenactment real quick.
I mean,
so
just-
you're me hanging out like, oh,
There they are.
Yeah, right
See
there.
them?
I'm having
Right
such a great
there.
day.
He goes, hi, Lindsay. Hello, friend.
Oh my
From behind?
Ah!
Unacceptable.
Like,
Was this before or after he asked you out? Was this his attempt of flirting or what
Yeah.
was this?
No, we never dated. We're never interested in each other. It was just like, hey, friends.
It's like the kid that's like, I find you really cute, but I don't know how to express that.
Oh,
and then
that's
runs
me.
away. Like,
That's
You know,
me.
at least that's the ultimate expression of like, hey, I'm totally comfortable with
Bros
you.
be
As
bros,
you are.
man.
I mean, he was super
I think this girl was
comfortable.
interested.
Yeah.
I'm just grab my dick. I was like,
yeah.
maybe you're into it.
And I
They make it talk. Hi.
Oh no.
Like,
I showed
I
the-
mean, I'm not gonna say, that I've done that before.
I'm sure you have.
Well, no. You did a good job peeing today.
You play with what you got.
I mean, look, you have to open it up in the morning, otherwise you go like.
Oh
That's what
no.
I've heard. Yeah.
And so while you're there,
Can
you-
you imagine being Gavin though? I can't.
Oh,
It's
God.
too much
With that
work.
what does that mean?
Well, because he's got so much
Oh, he's
extra.
gotta go
Like, talk
in
about
for it.
opening it up.
got like a bubble.
He has told.
He has to catheter.
I don't know if Gus told the story or Gavin mentioned it, but I've heard the conversation between the two of them of like peeing in the middle of the night if they're like kind of drowsy, like not paying attention, because the foreskin covers
Oh.
the hole, so they'll pee into their foreskin first, and it like balloons up and then shoots out.
Ah, no.
Yeah, it's essentially
Yeah,
like that.
it's
It's like
filming
filling
off.
up, and it's like wild. The wild
crazy
adventures.
stuff.
of
Oh, it's
having
wild and
foreskin.
crazy. I'm doing it now.
That
Like,
being
why?
said, what voices do you guys give your dicks? Because every dude does it.
None.
No?
Yeah,
Really?
legitimately.
I'm not
I've
sitting there going.
never made my dick
I
actually
mean,
speak.
if I've ever made a noise, it's like, how you doing?
yeah,
be
like it's
that.
gotta be just someone like trapped in a box.
It's a little
somewhere.
you.
Some like small, not that small thing.
Yeah.
That's just like
Perfectly reasonable size.
Kind of like Mr. Hanky or whatever.
something like that.
See, I'm thinking like James Earl Jones. Why not go with
Hey.
that?
Just like super deep.
Hey,
like-
how you doing up there?
I hate to.
What are the
break it to
chances
you.
it's gonna get dark soon, huh?
Just hold on, Mr. Jones.
You got a new apartment for me?
We're going in and out.
I hate to break it to you, but like dudes don't like fawn over their genitals nearly as much as women
I know,
do,
women
and their
totally
breasts.
do that
and
a
like
lot.
they name them and they talk about them.
Sit there with your legs like way
That's,
out.
I mean,
like,
I've
messing
heard
with
this
stuff,
many
like-
times. I've never met a dude that's ever even said to me like, "Yo, what do you call your dick?"
Oh, you haven't
Yeah,
Every
what's the name
time,
of
like,
your
a-
dick?
You
like-
name your testicles?
I know what.
Freddie
know.
and Mercury.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I do not have a name for my genitals.
I got nothing.
Like
It's,
nothing.
I mean,
You know, it's just
Why
like
Freddie
I
Mercury?
put no thought into it.
No.
And he liked them.
He
I don't
seemed
know.
like he would appreciate
He liked
being
like
balls.
testicles.
All right, cool.
I mean,
I
my,
was into him.
my friend Glenn called his the master
Mia.
sword for a while.
The master
That's
sword.
weird.
That's not good.
That's wild.
That's because dudes know that if
Glenn?
you go around saying introducing your penis as the master sword, it will never see the inside of a vagina.
That's not
And
true.
that's it.
Some nerdy chick would be like, "Can I pull it from its sheath?" And that's how
And
you
then-
know.
and then she'll never
No,
put it
that
back in the
sounds bad.
Don't stick your dick in crazy. That's one of those situations.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
You stick your dick in nerdy.
Also, here's
Yeah, I
here's,
Also
think that was more
acceptable, yeah.
nerdy
here's
than
the
anything.
thing I've always thought, having
thing for
like
Jeremy.
a fine unit, I'm fine with.
Go on.
But like whenever anyone's
A
like,
fine
I'm gonna elaborate and like, oh, how big my dick is. Just take it out. Just let me see it. Just whip it out. That's it, right there. Like, you're done. You can't. There's no like. What happens when you get to the moment where you have to take it out?
You can't talk a big game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you cannot talk a big game. If you have a big wiener, be like, yo, check it out. There it is. And then people will be like, wow. And then that's all you need.
It's really weird that you're hard right now.
You know what I mean?
know.
It's just like, you can't.
What can I say?
There's no scenario.
On,
Again, it was like, oh, it's fucking huge. I want to see my master sword? Sure, let's see it. No, I can't. Fuck you. You got a tiny dick.
You can't handle
It's more
it.
like the Kokiri sword, am I right?
It's a dagger.
I didn't
You're right.
get it.
It's the small one.
It's
It's
the-
the little knife.
So
you
your
get.
tactic
the
is to
sticker.
just scream at people until they whip their dicks out.
No, it's
Do
just
it.
shut up. If you have a big wiener, bust it out. Otherwise, shut up.
Busted us to shut up.
Bust it out. I don't care.
I think that's called public indecency.
Yeah, I know. Not like not run around town, but if someone in this office, if a dude came up to me and was like, post this podcast and said like, mine is named this, I'd be like, show me right now.
Is that a conversation you've ever had to have?
No, but
Okay.
I'm just saying that's why it's abnormal.
Yes, I have.
I can.
That's why
okay, for a girl,
that's
like,
why
what if he's a
I can
grower?
see
Someone
like,
having that.
Well, I mean, you gotta point that out. But then if you're a grower, you can't run around and be like, I'm huge, but not right now.
I'm here. Give me a
Mine's
minute.
named the green thumb.
Hold on.
Growing.
I'm only big.
Any minute now.
I'm only big when you're not looking.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Do you have any source material?
Listen, I've been watching, porn for a number of years. I've seen so many wieners. It wouldn't bother me at all. If someone came up to me and they're like, I'm fucking huge, I'd be like more curious to be like,
It's like
I
the
wanna
Guinness
see
Book
it.
of World Records. Yeah, just all
I'm
right.
not gonna be like,
bother me at
no,
all.
I can't look. Who cares?
I'll
It doesn't
measure
bother me
it
at all.
from here.
It bothers me to see the dick of someone I know. I don't
I was
want
gonna
to
ask.
do that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Women totally
It doesn't
do this,
bother me,
where
but
they're
I
like,
can
yo, check
understand.
out my tits, and like you exchange, you're like,
They
oh,
grab
that's
and
great.
shit. I've
Yes,
seen
you
movies.
do
It's
that.
like, feel
Yes.
this. They're
No.
real.
Absolutely. Dudes, that doesn't happen, I assume.
Check it out. It's real.
I have several people I would
My
call a
nuts
best
are real.
friend. I've never seen their dicks, and I'm happy.
I
with
realize.
this.
Yeah, I
How do you know
realize
if they're
you're.
real or not?
Like, let's
How do you
get-
know?
I was just texting my friend about getting lunch tomorrow. I never said, "What's your dick look like?" I don't
Can
care.
I bounce it?
Are you
Let's
gonna
get
bring
lunch.
it?
Also, what's
Here's
your
the
dick
thing.
look like?
I can see how your view on this might be skewed by having close proximity to Gavin and Jeff.
Yes.
I mean, who knows how many times Gavin's seen
Gavin's
Jeff's
touched Michael's dick
But
probably
that's-
more than me.
dick. I mean,
Be
it's,
honest.
See, you
It's
say
possible.
things like that, and that's again where I'm gonna have to stop you there. I don't know what women do, or if it's like where you grew up. I knew plenty of girls in high school that were like, "Oh, I kissed my friend," blah 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 blah. Whatever, go for
You
it.
might
Clearly, they're not lesbians or anything like that. It's like, "Tee, oh, we're drunk. I'm gonna kiss your friend." Girls do that. Some girls do. I don't know. Go for it. I don't know any dude ever that's ever
Yeah,
done that.
me neither.
That's just like, well, we're just having fun, so we just made out a little bit. Like, we don't do that. I just like, it's not a
was drinking
thing.
with John Rasmussen, and I fucked him.
The number of
probably
fucking
happened to
times I see people comment like about like me and Gavin in videos or whatever. It's like they like had to fool around a little
Oh,
bit.
absolutely.
And I'm just like,
seriously?
No.
like they've known each other for so long,
Yeah.
like and they've gotten drunk together.
It's
Something
the
Something slipped out and something
Yeah, you know what
slipped
happened?
in. You
Like
never
I got
know.
drunk and I like pushed like off top. And you know what happens? I shove him out of his chair and he falls on the ground and
How
then leaves the
romantic.
stage.
It's sexual tension.
That's
all
what
it
happens.
is.
I punched the parking garage because I'm blackout drunk. And Gavin's like, Michael's punching the ground.
All you're envisioning though is Gavin's asshole. You're like, yeah, get
and
it.
everybody's just like, so like they made out. Like no,
They've done stuff.
Gavin's disgusting.
It's the Tina Fey Amy Poehler argument. You know they fucked around at one point.
You don't know that.
You know they did.
But you
Only
do.
you might know, because if that's what
I want
most
them
of the
to.
women that you know do, I guess
Maybe
it's a
so,
thing, but
yeah.
it's not a thing that I do or anyone I've ever
Ask
known.
Dallas.
Maybe, okay, I mean, you gotta think though. Okay, so that equivalent must happen, right? There must be dudes that are, I mean, whatever. Hey, you do your thing. But that must be a subset of males that are like, hey, we're just gonna casually play around with another dude.
Maybe, but
That are-
I've never met them, and I don't know who they are or where they exist.
I'd say that there has to be an important distinction though, that these are guys that do not classify themselves as bi.
Right, I'm
but would
talking
be
about
open to that
straight.
sort of thing.
I'm
Yeah.
totally straight, and it's just like, well, I made out with my friend a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Because
I'm
that is the
straight.
equivalent, right? We're talking about girls that do not classify themselves
Well,
as bi that would do that.
That- yes.
You're a theater
Yeah.
kid, so I don't know
Right.
if you had like the theater kid party, because theater kids are fucking.
What'd you do at those parties?
Hold
you ever
on.
make
Hey.
out with your
Hey,
friends?
I'll tell you, theater kids are fucking freaks.
There
I'll
were
tell you
lips.
right now.
I just
Yes.
kissed them. I didn't even
I've
bother
been
to see what they were
a
attached
theater
to.
mode party, but it wasn't like dude on dude, girl on girl. We're just best friends making out.
I don't even know
like,
what this is at the party.
hey, that's best friends making out.
Theater kid parties are basically like borderline orgies, where you're like, how much
can
can
be.
you
I
get away
can
with?
see that.
Yeah.
Though. There was
Yeah.
there was like a whole room where it just like it was spin the bottle, but people were just like kissing the people next to them just for fun. Like, but it was like female, male,
We're
female,
expressing
male.
our-
There's no losing.
Yeah.
So
And then the parents came down and were like, "You're gonna get some disease or something. You're gonna spread something. Please stop."
Herpes.
yeah,
Mouth herpes.
always got to be a buzzkill. Thanks,
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah, way to go.
Seriously, we're only
But-
16 here. Just let us have our lives.
I knew a guy who, I guess he was in college at this point, but he was also a theater kid.
Uh-huh.
He had a girlfriend, has openly straight for his entire life, but at one party he started making out with this other dude and was like, I kind of want to go fool around with him upstairs. And his girlfriend was like, go for it. You express yourself. Have
weird.
fun.
That's you know what?
Yeah.
That's
It sounds like I don't know. I don't want to judge
Yeah.
people here, but
And they just came back down and they went on their merry way.
That's
That was it.
It seems like that's maybe something that people
think
that are confident
Jeremy,
in their
okay.
straightness or their outlook. It's like, yeah, whatever. Okay, I mean, I don't have a problem with my significant other making out with a girl because I'm pretty sure she likes me more.
Yeah,
you
there
think
go.
they went upstairs, had a full round of like just Smash Bros or something
Oh,
like that? You know,
absolutely.
so,
Oh, they
like,
smashed.
Yeah, there was bros smashing up there.
God damn it.
But like,
Fell right into that one. Like, dude, I want to go upstairs with this guy, have a full round.
I got nothing.
They play some
I can contribute zero to this conversation.
Because like at the
I'm
same time, I could see the argument of like what Ryan's saying, like they're so set. Like I'm straight, so what is it? Doesn't bother me at all, and it doesn't bother me. Anybody can do whatever the hell they want. But for me, like I'm straight, so that's why I will never do it.
Exactly.
Like I just have no interest in
I've
ever.
been drunk so many times. Never once have I leaned over to Ken and go, I'm gonna suck that guy's dick. Never once. It just doesn't
And
cross
she
my
keeps
mind.
getting you drunk. She's waiting, Jeremy.
It's just not gonna happen.
One of these
Every day
days.
is another step closer to
I'm sorry.
sucking
I'm woefully straight.
I'm straight, but I mean, getting fucked by him.
It's like
That would do- yeah.
You're not.
Can you make that your Twitter bio? Is woefully straight.
regrettably straight or something. You know, like
I'm sorry.
let's-
Let you all down.
Let's just get rid of labels. How about that? We don't need
All
them
right.
anymore.
There's no
That's
labels.
old school thinking.
Yeah. We don't need labels
Labels.
anymore.
Jeremy,
Like,
what
I'm
are
fine
gymnast
with
parties
labels.
like?
What are gymnast parties
Oh,
like?
dude, people just like flipping inside people's
Dude,
assholes.
you're not wrong.
Like a cartwheel, my like spin where my
Having-
arm ends up in someone's.
No.
We
Nails
actually
the
used to, the gymnastics team used to have parties like before every event. Like, I hate calling it a meet because that just opens up so many jokes.
It is a
But it is
what it is, though.
And like, so one of the people on the team, like the captain of the team at the time, had this giant treehouse like way high up, and like the ladder at the time was broken to get into it. So, but that's where we would fucking hang out, and so it was literally like 20
Smash
people
Bros.
swinging from branches and shit.
Yes.
So you like to get up into the fucking treehouse.
Fucking
and
Tarzan.
It was awesome.
So-
It was all gymnasts, so we were all like, "Oh yeah, I'll get there."
Let me get this straight.
Only
You
gymnasts can
human
get in.
ladder, like
you had a group of people who, as gymnasts, are typically below average height and over average musculatures, hanging out in a treehouse.
Oh, I'm not saying we're safe.
this is Ryan's judgmental
It's like
face
the
happening.
Keebler elves. Come on.
Let's go.
To be fair, I thought he was gonna open with, and then we stacked on top of each other to get in, and then like we had to pull each other like what was it called, like the monkeys, like the connecting monkeys. that
monkeys
hang.
in a barrel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
barrel
yeah.
of monkeys. And I'm like, we pull everybody up, whip them into
I mean,
the
yeah,
house.
the first person you'd have
Then
to
we get drunk
like,
and all touch each other's nipples.
10 fingers. You get them up there.
10
But,
fingers is the other game.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
That's when I get drunk.
That is a real party game. But yes.
What is this?
Wait, how do you 10 finger?
I play
It's
10
like
fingers.
10 fingers, and you're like,
Get all 10
I've-
fingers
I've-
in there?
You get a knife.
Get them all in
Yes.
somewhere.
You
Who
go
can
like,
fit 10 fingers
I've
in?
never been to Europe, and whoever has to put down a
That's-
finger, and you're like, oh, you only have 9 fingers?
that's
I was like,
fine.
never have I ever.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
We do 10 fingers.
You got a lot of fucked up shit. You got a lot of fingers to go through.
What happens when you run out of fingers?
And you're out.
You die.
The fingers gotta go somewhere, Ryan.
I
You don't
never,
want to be the loser.
I never understood drinking games. Like,
Yep.
I played some drinking games when I was in college. 'cause
You're like, I
everyone's
want to lose.
Yeah, everyone's like, let's play Kings or
Yeah,
whatever. It's like,
beer
Oh
pong.
no, I've got a chug.
Their games to
And
eat
that
and
was
drink.
the thing. It was like, you gotta chug. It's like, okay, and then I chug, and then I'd sit there while the other
look,
5 people
everybody,
run.
and
I'm
you
like,
drink.
Like,
Yeah.
I want to fucking drink right now. So I
Jeremy, you understand? You right now, you're explaining why I just drink everything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, drink.
Okay.
No, now I'm just.
I just sit there drinking.
Now I'm just drinking.
Like,
That's why I look for
understand-
excuses sometimes.
I can understand King's Cup because the King's Cup is gross because it's the mix of all the other liqueurs that you have in there. I don't know if you play that
Polishing
way.
off
I have not
empties
played
and
that way,
stuff.
no.
That's why.
There's a better way to play Kings, and it's like where you get like a can of beer so it's fresh, and you like as you discard cards, you put them under the tab. Eventually, when it pops on somebody, they have to chug the beer. That's nice and clean. When you have to pour out like empties into this thing,
Yeah, that's how
I
we
retch.
play. Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh, I've never played that way.
Yep.
I've only heard about that like recently, so I don't know if it's a Texas.
That sounds like-
it's definitely recent.
That's
that I've heard
basically
that.
backwash the game, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's filthy.
I
I
live
quit.
that every day of my life.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know
And it
what
could
I
be
eat and
beer,
drink.
it could be a mixed drink, it could be someone's water, I don't know, it could be anything.
That's horrible.
You don't know.
It could be someone's just...
That's the game.
My backwash is this roofie. Enjoy, winner.
Oh,
Did you guys play
Bill Cosby, is that you?
Oh yeah. No. He's not allowed to play anymore.
Yeah.
Is there do you guys play Edward 40 Hands or no?
That's when you
Once.
take the 40s
Yeah.
to people's hands, right?
What?
Well, I didn't know that was a game.
No,
I just
no,
thought that was a
Edward 40
penance.
that?
That's from
been
How I
to
Met
the
Your
Found
Mother.
it one time.
No.
They did that in How I Met Your Mother,
Yeah.
didn't they?
Yeah.
You put two 40s, bam, on your
Duct
hands,
tape
duct
in
tape
your
it.
hands.
The only way to win is to finish them both.
You can't use your hand until you
And
finish
you're
them.
just stuck.
That's a
That's
You have to
win
cool.
finish both.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
That's like
for alcoholism?
That's
or-
like-
Hey, could someone undo my
doesn't take-
pants?
you'll
I
be
gotta
fine.
take a leak.
Ryan, if we strapped two Diet Cokes to your hand and said you can't work
What is
today
that, like
until
7
you drink
beers?
that, you'd be
So-
fine.
That would be
6,
like
7
what,
beers,
5
something like that?
It's not
maybe?
bad.
It's not even
bad.
that.
40's like 3.5 beers, right? Like cans.
I bet I could get a Diet Coke and drink it in under a minute.
Probably.
I'm sure
we
you
should
could.
we should time it on this
Oh,
podcast.
shotgun a Diet Coke.
Okay.
But the real game
Chuck.
is Edward Handle Hands.
Jack, you went back
Oh,
in while I'm getting
God.
the Diet Coke.
That's how you
situation.
die.
Edward Handle Hands.
Edward Handle Hands.
Fuck.
That was, yeah, that's a mistake.
No me gusta.
So want to hear about dicks?
Yeah. Well, speaking of which,
So what's
Jack,
your
I was
dick
actually
sound like?
going to mention that. I was staring at your crotch as you were walking
Oh, yeah.
in, and I noticed you wearing. I think you were wearing some pretty fly-looking underwear. Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Are those me undies?
They are me undies.
Well, whether you're wearing a suit or sweats, you spend almost 24 hours a day in your underwear. But instead of making a statement like Superman's tights under his everyday clothes, your underwear is probably boring. MeUndies is here to change that. Every pair of MeUndies is made from sustainably sourced modal, a fabric that's twice as soft as cotton. Nothing can describe the fit and feel of MeUndies, but once you try them on, you'll understand why they're called the world's most comfortable underwear. And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free, no questions asked. MeUndies has dozens of styles and limited edition prints to help you make a statement with your underwear, whether anyone can see them or not. Shipping is free in the US and Canada, and you can save up to $8 a pair with MeUndies subscription plan. Get the subscription or a single pair. Get 20% off your first order when you go to MeUndies.com/offtopic. That's MeUndies.com/offtopic for 20% off your first order. MeUndies.com/offtopic. So Trevor, actually, yesterday, he was the undie fairy.
He's been the under fairy a couple
yeah,
times.
yeah.
Was it
The
the undie fairy?
Yeah, the undie
Yeah,
undie
you
fairy
missed the
came
undie fairy.
yesterday.
I'm even wearing me undies.
Me too.
Check it out.
Me
Oh, hey.
too.
I'm not gonna whip them out on camera, but hey.
Trevor walked in, literally holding underwear,
You're gonna stay-
and I
I'm
knew.
gonna- I'm gonna shotgun this and be.
Jack is gonna get
I'll
so
We're gonna shotgun that, but
That's not what shotgun
Three.
means, Ryan.
Wait, you
Whatever.
stab it, that's
All right,
shotgun. Yeah.
whatever.
No, do you
Let
have a
him do
shotgun
his
of beer?
sober-
I don't
He's
need
just
to
gonna
shotgun
chug it, I
this.
guess.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
about it. 3, 2, 1, go.
There you go, Ryan.
I mean, I hope you can do it in a minute.
No,
The carbonation's
Ryan-
gonna be a little rough.
Ryan
but
can
you do it.
absolutely do this in a minute.
Oh,
He
they had a-
can
they had a
do it
clock
in-
on the
he can do
screen
it
for
in
a
10
second there.
seconds.
He's gonna get the brain fuzz.
We're at
There
10
was 10.
seconds.
Oh,
he's like, I got
feel
plenty of
Dude,
time.
he's loving
Oh, it
it.
is light.
Yeah.
He's got like maybe 3 more gulps.
There you go, pal. Bam.
And all right,
that
41.
Right.
right.
So you got 19 seconds.
Do you know what shotgunning is?
Yeah, it's when you pop the bottom and just go. Ah.
But he's not here to make a
Or
mess.
you can
I
do
don't
the
think it would
side
go down
too,
my
right?
throat.
You do it in the side. Well, the way I always did it was tilted the can on the side, took a knife, because one of my friends always had a knife on him, and then pop the side. My friends all own knives and
No,
guns.
same
and everything.
thing. I told Lindsay, I
Weird.
think I've dropped off in
I'm gonna go
Texas.
get
I
rid of
always
this
carried a
one.
knife on
In
me
Texas,
every
we
single
just
day.
have guns.
Yeah,
Like, and
just
so-
shoot it.
They would
Shoot the can,
you, like
yeah.
pop open the side, like kind of near the bottom, and then like right near the bottom,
Yeah.
and then you put it on your mouth and you open it, and like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the pressure from the open
Yes.
pushes
Yeah, that's
it
exactly
open.
what shotgunning is.
that's what
I
shotgunning
have a shotgun koozie that is actually like a koozie you put a drink in, and it's got a little button you push it, and it pops a can, and you open it and you drink it.
That's
Also,
solid.
Kara had an amazing thing called her mouth.
Yeah.
So
She would just bite it and
No.
shotgun it. I saw her do it so many times, floating in the river. She'd like,
She used to bite the
Fuck,
bottles
man.
open
Yes.
too,
Yep.
right?
That
I
is
knew
awful
that.
for your teeth.
Like that's
Yes.
terrible. But like
No, she
taking
would-
a pressurized can.
she would shotgun a can. I've seen her do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
On the river.
Huge hate with the frat guys.
I tried shotgunning a monster one time.
Oh.
That was a mistake.
They're big, man.
Because that's why they're like that big.
I can't chug
I
things with
gotta go for it.
carbonation. That shit just hurt.
Well,
me.
it's because you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Like
So I think it
during
was
the
another off topic I mentioned that I used to chug soda, and people
Yeah.
were like, "You shouldn't do that."
no, I mean
Okay,
during
cool.
the Mario Kart
Sweet,
thing.
thanks.
Well, that's
You
what
guys
it is.
were chugging the beer.
Yep.
Oh, like
And
I
that's-
chugged one like with you guys, and then I was like, that's horrible.
And that's
Yeah.
beer.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you do anything like I mentioned this before, but I did that with wine coolers. We had a funnel, like a beer funnel. We went to Home Depot and we like bought it and made it, where it was just like a funnel, hose, a valve in the middle, and then another hose. So it was just like an advanced funnel that you could pour everything in, and then when you were ready, just hit the valve.
King's Cup.
As opposed to just pouring it in and having gravity fuck you.
Yeah.
So I had like 1 or 2 bottles of like Smirnoff Ice or something in the thing. And then I turned the valve and I chugged the whole thing. I drank the whole thing. And then I burped. It wasn't even a vomit. Like I burped and all of it came out of me, but I was instantly drunk because all the alcohol absorbs into your blood like immediately. I was just like, it was just like out like a cone. Like it was impressive. And I was just like, I'm fucked up. Like, as soon as it came out.
Goodness.
Whenever the decision to shotgun a beer has been made, something's gone wrong. That's been my night every time. Like, if I remember saying, like, yeah, I'll shotgun this beer, I've already had too much
We
beer.
should all shotgun a beer for last call.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
will.
fuck it up.
Aren't Yuri and Tara coming?
Yeah,
back
most of
too? They
mine's
should-
gonna go
see.
everywhere.
We'll
but,
see.
No shotgun beers,
They got
right?
they got plenty of prime time off topic
Just saying.
time in. We should mention, I was waiting for Jack to come back. Today is the end of the second run of theater mode.
Oh, yeah.
So this is episode
Fuck yes.
16, and then there's 4
Fuck,
weeks
man.
off. So we'll be back. We should be back 5 weeks from today.
This is the best episode.
This episode, I'm going out on a limb and it's saying the best episode ever of theater mode thus far. It was definitely the best one I was involved in.
Well, the
was the
movie
three
was
of us.
good. The movie
I mean,
was fun, but it was a what the fuck
The movie was perfect.
It's so good.
Perfect. It's fucking funny.
It's all led up to
there's
this.
There's a plot you can see in the movie.
lot
There's
of-
like lighting, everything.
lot of
It's
nudity, male and
it's
female.
a Troma film, dude. It's a film for everyone.
Yeah,
Whatever you
lots of-
want, it's in it.
Lots of drinking.
Lots of drinking, and it was so good. We filmed this a couple weeks ago. We intentionally, because we were ahead, we had the ability to do it. We pushed it to the end of this run
To be the finale,
because I didn't think anything would top it. And I mean, it's fucking incredible. So if you're a fan of theater mode, if you're a sponsor, which you are, if you're watching this, if you are a first member at this very moment, I implore you, please watch this episode of theater mode. I'm gonna watch it. That's how good it is.
4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, so I believe we have a
we have a
trailer.
clip?
We have a clip
Oh.
or a trailer. Definitely
So
one or
excited.
the other.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
So let's show that now.
And there's a dude, kind of a larger guy with.
Oh, no!
He just pulled his dick out.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
Lloyd, what are you doing, man?
God.
So good. It's
moment.
so good.
That's when it just took a turn.
There are so
That's
many
amazing.
moments in this film that it's just shock and awe.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
With a glint of a smile.
There
I'm just like,
There are so many of the drinking games hit. Some old ones we haven't hit in a while came back. There's some really, really good times in there. And
I can't
there's a
wait.
scene where the guy's eating a hot dog, and then a second later, it's not a hot dog.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that.
It's,
Does this go out? It goes out censored or uncensored?
oh, it's
Uncensored.
uncensored. It's
Yeah.
uncensored. It's uncensored. That was censored.
Yeah.
That was a big discussion we had for
Good
games.
seeing you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How about another one for our guest?
Yeah, step on in.
man.
Come on through.
How about a funhouse glass?
Come on in.
Let's
Well,
not insult the guy.
Yes.
Yeah, don't insult him.
Everybody, this is Phil. Say hi to Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
There you go. That's all yours, buddy.
Phil, we're alcoholics. Hello,
Perfect.
Phil.
Raging.
Dude,
That episode is fucking incredible.
It's awesome. I hope it'll hold people
No worries.
over. Yeah,
Cheers.
no problem.
Have
I
a good
hope
one.
it'll hold people over for The Gap because just rewatch it every week.
Yeah,
There's like
such a good one.
There's a moment where when we're watching it, it's like a normal theater mode where it's like we can't tell if they're taking it seriously or not. Like, you know, because a lot of the theater ones we watch, they're super serious. Like, this is a fucking production, and you're gonna watch it and love it. But then it hits a point in that movie where all of a sudden they go, nah, fuck it. And they just don't care anymore.
But it's
like,
so well done.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's so funny. It's a great film, and yeah, I'm excited to see the audience reaction to it. So.
Well,
What's the name of the film? Is it
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
It's a Troma film.
It's so
What is
fucking
Troma
amazing.
film?
Keep saying Troma. What's this?
Troma is
Troma.
the production company.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Lloyd
Okay.
Kaufman's.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard
company.
like Toxic Avenger, Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD.
Okay.
For a few people who were there at
Romeo
RTX,
and Juliet.
we did Tromeo and Juliet live with Lloyd.
With
Kaufman, which is
Lloyd,
awesome.
And he is an amazing individual. He's awesome. He's super
Yeah.
funny, super nice guy. Him and his wife were there.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
like,
She's
couldn't
great,
be
too.
better.
We're gonna be in New York City on like at New York Comic Con. He's based up there. I hope we get to see him. So I know we tried to work out some kind of theater mode live, but it wasn't able to happen for New York. So New York is very expensive. I don't know if you knew that.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Lots of things in New York are very
Surprise.
costly. So anyway,
I just like for theater mode in general, Trevor was like, "Is there nudity?" I'm like, "That was a huge discussion beforehand." Like, yes, we're going through with nudity.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
no bars.
I mean,
you know,
censored.
I know.
I've talked about
Say it.
it.
I was about to say it. Jack.
I've talked
We're
about
on
it
the same
before.
page here.
So Day 5 came out, and they're like, "Oh, Day 5's the first nudity in any Rooster Teeth production ever." And it's like
Lay it
theater
down.
mode. The first shot of theater mode was boobs. It's like, no, we
I
totally.
will say
got
though
covered.
that was the
Breathe
first
in it.
like filmed boobies
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
that. That was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first Rooster Teeth boobies.
Yes.
I'll
Right.
give them that. But there were boobies in our show way before Day
Yeah.
5.
And I'll be sitting here for the first film dick in Rooster Teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we still got Dick.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
got Dick.
multiple times over at this point.
God.
Hey, remember the first Dick? That was ages ago.
Didn't Gus want to take his dick out for something? And they said
Gus wanted to take his dick out for everything since this company
No,
started.
he wanted it for Laser Team.
No, he wanted to do it for Laser Team, but he's mentioned it a million times. There was that censored short.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where everything was censored, and he said from that short, he demanded he wanted to have his dick out, and he like basically people were like, no, Gus, no one wants to see it, only you want to see it, and he was like, damn it.
Let him.
But yeah, it was very ambiguous on Laser Team whether or not his dick was going to be out, and
His dick was up in the air.
it kind of
flopping around.
was. So they kept talking about this scene where if you've seen Laser Team, it's where, or if you haven't, there's a scene where Gavin, Woody, is playing with his helmet and he turns on like X-ray vision so he can see through people's clothes and stuff. And then there's a shot that implies he could see Gus's dick. Gus was so committed to take his wiener out that day. I remember after we wrapped and like it didn't happen and his dick stayed stowed away.
He says, "This is what it could have been."
Kept in his sheath. Go to the wide for this. Gus was literally standing there afterwards, and I walked up behind him, and I'm like, "Ah, so you didn't get to take your dick out, Gus, and just want it?" And he goes, "Yeah." He literally kicked the ground like a kid kicking dirt, like, "Whatever, couldn't even take my dick out." He was upset. He wants it out there. I can understand. I can understand. He doesn't want to just like blam. There it is on the internet. You know, make it a reveal.
It has to have a proper.
Make it a
debut.
build-up. Extra life goal, maybe. You know, maybe he'd be interested in that.
Also,
I don't know.
Does his dick have a name? Because we could say like debuting.
And how does it
Sesame
Gus's
Yeah.
dick might have a
And what does it
name.
talk like?
He, I could see being the one that has
A
name
named
for it.
dick.
El Chupacabra.
Featuring.
Why
Where you
gotta
going,
make it
Free?
ethnic?
I
I
feel
just gotta
like, you know,
assume he's
maybe,
gonna make it
no, that's what it is. His dick's name is Gus or and Gus, and so he's like, hi, I'm Gus and
Gavin.
and Gus.
I was gonna say,
Free?
he's
Oh,
just
Gavin
gonna,
Free?
he's just gonna name his own
Gavin
dick.
Frey? He's not on the fucking Podulus?
Gavin Frey, huh?
Podulus.
Yeah, so his dick is named Gus. That's what he does it on the podcast. Like, you know, it's Gus, Barbara, Bernie, you know, Gavin, and Gus. That's what it is. We figured out the thing.
You only slightly walked in front of the camera, not
Yeah,
nearly
yeah.
as much as everyone else today.
Well,
I thought you were out today.
No, he said he's coming in late around 2
He's
o'clock.
out. There we go.
This is a full house. This
Were you
one.
is.
filming that MDB?
I was.
He was. It is $1 million, but that's what he was shooting earlier.
Spoiler.
Jeff,
Surprise.
nothing. Doing nothing. That's
yeah,
why
Jeff,
he's not here.
Jeff.
We were talking about how we're going to say, listen, Destiny raid, main room.
We've got everyone here. We
Absolutely.
can do it.
Well, we're not leveled up though.
There's no
Exactly.
way.
That's the best part. I mean, we're not going to be leveled up to actually do the raid for another 2 weeks.
I'm 318.
I mean, can we even get in the front door?
I guess you wouldn't even
Okay,
get into
not
it.
leveled up.
You gotta go. The first challenge is
Probably-
hello, can I come in? They
Yeah,
say, what
50 or
level are you?
60.
I thought
I'm 351.
I think it's be 360 just to get in.
I heard 370 is recommended, is what Trakes was saying.
360 to get
Oh,
in.
I don't know what's
Because
recommended, to be
360
honest.
is
Fuck
360 is
All right.
nice.
Hold on. Research.
Research it.
Will do.
But we agreed main room, no beating the raid by yourself.
Jack.
But
Well, we needed someone to know what the fuck we were doing, so I did it last time. I'm not doing it this time.
We'll exclude Jeff because he sucks and probably won't be around. If Jeff's there, cool,
Matt,
you can be in the
Matt
raid.
can do the research for you to be your coach, so
Right.
that way you can all go in.
But
But
if
You
he's
notice
not
though
around.
that Destiny is priority 1 for Jeff. Jeff hates missing Destiny.
that at that point is
I know,
100%
but-
bad.
Oh man, we filmed the story mode when he was off doing something else, and he was so upset. And like it was me, Gavin, and Matt were doing the story mode stuff because we wanted to
He's
get
got
out
Millie.
quick.
Well, I remember I checked. I was like, did Jeff? Because Jeff said record something while I'm in this meeting.
Yeah.
And then you were like, let's do Destiny. I was like, did Jeff say we could do
Destiny?
Destiny? He comes in, he goes, guys, when I said record something, I didn't mean Destiny.
Well, get fucked, Jeff.
I was like, we had to record it, and he was so upset.
Remember,
He's like,
remember the other day,
you
and
got?
we've said this many times, so I completely agree with you here. But remember the other day when you told Jeff like he sucks about being in the office, and you're like, he's like, "Well, I'm here more than you are," and you're like, "Bullshit. At least when I'm here, I'm here. When I'm gone, I'm gone." So he's
Yeah.
like, "I'm here. I'll be in videos. Let's film. Well, don't film this, or this without me.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be back for 17 minutes. Then I have to leave for 37 minutes. Then I'll be back for an hour, but I might have to leave 15 minutes early to do a meeting, and then I'll be back in 14 minutes."
The other day, he was
Fuck
like,
you, Jeff.
He was like, I'll be back at 1, we'll film GTA. So it's like, well, we won't start anything at like 12:45 because he's going to be here at 1.
Right.
We'll wait. 1:45, he comes in, he goes, you didn't film anything? I was like, we were waiting for you. He's like, well, I didn't show up, so why don't you film something? It's like,
when
well, how
did
do
we know? When did we know what the threshold is?
Read the mind.
Here's what you
guys.
Fuck you.
Sense.
Here's what Jeff needs to do, right?
Yep.
Just sort of,
Texty text.
I won't be there, do something else. Easy.
Easy.
That's easily why he's the worst.
I hate
he's
to say
the
it,
worst.
but Gavin, you do disappear without a texty text sometimes too, don't you?
Well, usually when I'm out,
yeah,
I'm
but he's
out.
gone.
I'm like in
he doesn't
LA or something.
disappear
That's
and
true.
then come back 40 minutes later. It's
I don't
just
ever
Gavin.
say-
Gavin will
That
just
is
be
true.
like,
It is for whole windows
see you
of
in
time.
4 days, and
Yeah.
he just leaves.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
That's it.
But you know I
It
wouldn't
is
be
windows of
Right.
time, not like
We're not
just-
waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
The only time
Fair.
I ever wait for Gavin is in the morning. I don't know if he's coming in or not. We'll wait to a certain point, and I'll just go, I'll text him. And then he's either like on my way in or in another country. And I'm just like, Gavin won't be in today.
Yeah.
Well, I come in-
One is pretty much one or the other.
Yeah.
Every morning I do slow-mo, do my emails, get all that business out of the way, varying amounts of time every morning. Don't have an office here anymore to do it in, so I just do it at home, and I come in when I'm done. Usually it's around 10:30ish, maybe
Is that a
10:45.
live stream right there, Jay?
Yeah, Noah J is currently streaming him playing the raid with some friends.
What's his light level at?
I don't.
The recommended. I
it
just looked
said,
it
it
up.
said recommended 370. I literally saw it pop
Oh,
up.
really?
Like,
Because I just read that
So,
the recommended light
fuck.
is 360.
oh, really? Maybe
That's a
I can't.
huge gap.
That's the same
When
as
he
Nightfall.
died, it popped up.
yeah, it
360 to
matters.
370 is enormous. in a
10
raid.
really matters.
I wonder.
mind-boggling.
I don't know how far in he is. He might be further in. So maybe because it does missions within the raid. You know, it's like, oh, beat this boss. Like maybe the recommended light level jumps up towards the end.
Yeah, because what I was reading is the recommended for Wrath of the Machine, which is the name of the raid, is 360.
And you typically level pretty heavily at each checkpoint in the raid. Like you
Yeah,
will
yeah.
start
I mean,
a
if
raid.
you're you,
Well, yeah.
first chest,
like,
the
hey,
highest level
A
goes.
whole set of
Cool.
armor.
Look, that's what the game gives me.
Fucking hate it. I hate you.
The new light cap is all the way up to 385, but for most people, the target for right now becomes 360. That's the recommended light for the Wrath of the Machine.
target's
raid.
350.
I don't know about you guys, but I am eking up now that I'm 350. It is slow progress.
Yeah.
Once
It
you
is
hit
like
350,
dribble.
351, that's like the hump.
I played with someone last night. It was 365, and I don't know what he's been doing. That's
The way to
nuts.
go up faster now is just hitting the strike playlist. You'll get blues that drop at higher 350s, and you just keep doing that. You'll go up a couple.
Hey, what are we doing
in
after our
every
topic?
bit.
The raid.
Fucking Jeremy. Jeremy
Strike
got
playlist.
a fucking Blue Ingram that turned into an exotic.
I've gotten
today.
2 in the last 3 days. Blue
Wow.
Ingrams that turned into exotics.
Like, yeah,
Very
remember the loot cave?
I remember the loot
It's
cave.
good days.
I never got a single
One of my favorite parts of the loot
exotic
cave
ever
was,
in the history of that cave.
I was sitting in that because the loot cave was back in the office in stage 5, and so I was sitting in the support office, like at my desk next to where Matt was. Or was I even working? Oh, I worked there for a couple weeks before moving with Joel.
Okay.
And so I was in there with Matt, and we were like, all right, well let's play Destiny for a bit because like we were done with our work. So I started just blasting the loot cave, and we happened to get into a game with
You guys. It was like
Yeah.
you, Ryan, Michael, and Jeff all standing at the edge of the cave.
That
and,
rock,
like,
baby,
yeah.
standing on that
standing
rock.
on the rock shooting them. We were there with you. And at one point, I walked into the cave and got a legendary Engram, which does not happen very often with that, and picked it up and walked out. So everyone got notified, like,
I think you got an exotic, didn't you?
no, I just got a legendary. It's like
Okay.
Jared
So-and-so got
a legendary Engram. And I walked back out, and all 4 of you were looking at me. And I stood there, and Michael just started shooting.
Well, here's the other thing about that too is when like Destiny first launched, bullshit. You like a 2% chance to actually get a legendary. I got like 20 legendary
Yeah.
Ingrams that always turned into fucking blues.
Blues,
Yeah.
And I'm like, just give me the fucking purple. Like I didn't have a single one.
Yeah.
It was fucking annoying.
Yeah, we get to
That's when
a
Destiny
purple one.
sucked.
A purple one, you'd be like, you know, I'm not even.
Now,
fussing on
even
it.
now, I get a purple. I'm like, fucking sweet. That'll probably be good. If it's not, I'll sell it for marks. You know, maybe it'll be an
Yeah,
exotic.
awesome. Like,
it was worthless then.
purple
And
will never
Ingram was
turn into blue now.
99%. And Ingram was blue, no matter what fucking color it was. Fuck you, Destiny.
So
Year
I heard
one.
the
Fuck you.
hard mode of the raid gets the light level up to 400.
Yep.
400.
That's crazy.
Like right now, cap is 385, and when the hard mode comes out, they're gonna bump the cap up.
I
to
don't think I
400.
ever did Oryx on hard.
I don't think I
Me
did
neither.
either.
I got all the way up
Wait,
to
no,
him
we
and
did.
didn't.
We
We
didn't
got
beat it.
all the way
We
to the
didn't beat it.
fucking end and then said, fuck it, it's too late, I can't be bothered. Like,
Well, I think, no,
we
to
kept dying,
be
but,
fair,
like,
though, to be fair, we never intended to beat that. Going into it, it was, let's play hard, get all the hard
Get the
chests,
stuff along the
get
way.
up to Oryx, we'll never beat him.
Yeah.
Let's just get all
Would've
the
been nice,
items. And then it would have been nice, but I remember that was the problem. We got there, and half of us were like, well, I mean, we got all the
What a
chests.
march.
And then the other half was like, we're already here. Trevor being included in that, like, let's fight him. And then it was like, well,
Eventually,
we're awful.
yeah, we
And
died
just
like
dying,
5 times or whatever.
dying.
It was just
That
like,
was one of the few
fuck
times
it.
we all played together. It was you and me and
Dude,
Trakes and Matt.
in my entire
And me.
lifespan of Achievement Hunter, that is probably one of 3 times I've ever played video games with you guys, like outside of work.
It's such a
And
waste.
and it was just like,
Yeah.
like Trevor was at my house playing
At one point,
one
I
of
was
those
little
nights.
games
I was
back
on
then.
That's the
Nines.
raid that I was there for.
That was when I fucking passed out. And Trevor just
Passed out on the
left.
floor, and I was like, I don't want to wake him up, but
Didn't you
I
consider
locked your
lifting
door
him?
from the
Yeah.
Well, Michael sounded
No,
so
I-
tired. He's like, I'm just having a hot pocket.
Yeah.
And he was like, so out of it. Like,
It was
was
like
like-
almost 2 in the morning.
I was like, I don't know if I wake. Was it that late?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
It
I
was
was like, I don't know
in
if I
between
wake him
1 and
up or
2.
just leave him to
All
sleep.
I remember from that attempt was that you and Matt.
Oh, they got
bickering.
into it. They got
Oh,
into
it was so-
I
it
think
was-
I muted you.
I
both at one
remember
point.
you and I laughing about it.
I was
We were
actually
like,
remembering that the other
Bloody
day.
hell.
Yeah.
Matt and Trevor.
Yeah, like you don't
Yeah.
get this at work.
Yeah.
It
I-
was
great.
fucking funny.
It got so
was
late
like
that I just
married
got
couple.
irritable. Like I was just like fucking done.
It was
You're good. You get a little bit mingy, and I like it.
It was-
You get a little bit clungy.
it was
when you're
irritable,
like-
but it was
It's,
great.
it's also because the raid is just it's tolling. Like especially when you get
Yeah,
so
yeah.
far and you're like you wipe right at the end of something. You're like,
the most
And typically
annoying
you know
part.
you know who's responsible.
Plus,
for the
you
one.
always
yeah.
know.
Oh,
Plus,
I get pissed even if it was me. I'm just like furious at myself. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
and even at work, like it's funny. This isn't at work. It's 2:00 in the morning, like on the weekend, and Trevor's
That's-
just like, "All right, Matt, enough. Like we just need to beat the guy." And like they got into a spat about something. But
I think that's what made me the most
you could
mad
tell
because
it
it was
was-
just for stupid shit in the end. It
Yeah.
was just for a fucking
yeah,
game.
it was just to
that-
actually
like, all
play
that
the
armor
video
is
game,
useless
which we
now,
haven't
like-
done in
I think
forever.
that was the same session where the cat took one bite through my
Yeah, it
headset.
was.
yeah, because it was great because we played
You're
a
like,
session.
can you hear me now? And you're like down like a cave. You're like,
Yeah.
is this better? It's
We
even worse.
fucking
Further away.
played with Gavin one night. This was like, I want to say
my
either 2
God.
nights in a row or right next to each other,
They
like
were-
a few days apart.
Yeah.
We played with Gavin. He didn't have his fucking headset. It was broken. It didn't work. So he was using a Kinect. Sounded like shit. We made fun of him the whole fucking night. We couldn't hear him. Sounds like shit. Shut the hell up. It's like, it's awful. So then either the next night or the day after we play again. And we met up like 6 o'clock or something like that. And we were like, okay, so we'll play, blah, blah, blah. We were on a party chat. Gavin's like, oh, my new headset. Everybody can hear me. We didn't have like 1 or 2 people. We were waiting for them to like, they had to go eat dinner or some shit like that. And we're like, all right, we'll come back. We'll start the raid at like 8 o'clock. We're like, cool. 2 hours later, we come back. We get in the party. Gavin's like, we're like, what happened to your microphone? You got a new one. Oh yeah, the cat ate it in between an hour ago and now.
Fuck,
So it's
dude.
broken again.
Again, bro.
It was a brand new
That was
fucking
so annoying.
microphone.
And like, that was the raid that we played through till 2 a.m. Lost every fucking time. And then 2 days later, loaded it up again with Panton, right? And we were right at Oryx. First try, beat it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's how
That was
how
normal.
powerful.
Yeah, that wasn't the hard
pant-
raid, but yeah.
That's the Panton effect. He brings the best out of people.
And that was my first time beating the raid. Because I got kicked out of it when you guys.
I wouldn't say kicked
Well,
out.
I got kicked
Andrew
out.
kicked you out. That's what's funny about it. I didn't realize I was using my Kinect mic because I had a headset, but I guess the mic on it didn't do anything. And I've been playing with Andrew Patton the whole time, and he never told me once that I sounded like
he's
shit.
Canadian.
He was so polite. He was like,
Yeah.
I was like, Andrew, what's changed between when we played together? And he was like, nothing. You always sound like shit. I was like, oh god. But then recently, Meg wanted to buy the Xbox stereo headset, the one I had, and I was like, don't buy that one. The cat will take one bite, and he'll.
Did you go wireless yet? I mean,
No.
to avoid that.
And she was like, well, he's older now. He doesn't really do that anymore. I was like, yeah, fair play. Keep the door shut. She's out of town. I went in her office recently. The cable's completely in half.
No.
He's done it again.
Just
He
strip
literally-
it.
He
Yeah,
just
just
goes.
oh.
It's like the weakest cable.
But all their teeth are like needles, so like, can you imagine trying to pin two needles? What? I don't know how
cats
cats
have like
do it.
some molars.
Oh, do
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Okay,
Gavin
that makes sense.
said he was playing like in between us waiting. He was still wearing the headset.
Yeah, I didn't take
He
it
didn't
off.
even take it
He's
off
like,
his
"Oh,
head.
it's me." Oh,
He was
hi.
playing it. Smee walked up. He looked down. He chomped it and walked away. And it was in half. He was like,
He was
"No!"
I was petting him next to me. I was playing because I.
The yell like cut between like a normal yell to a distant yell. Like, oh!
Yeah, but
switched
it's
to
the
the
headset
Kinect.
where you can put the game audio through it. So I was just like petting him.
Okay.
And all of a sudden it just went mute, and I was like. Again, it was like my third one.
Yeah.
I've done that too, and each one was like.
Get wireless.
That's
dude.
annoying.
I got wireless now. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sid.
I have
get
no
wireless.
pets.
That's how you solve that problem.
Yeah.
Wireless, you got. It's just another thing to get charged though.
It's true. Yeah, it
pisses
is.
me off.
But
Pisses me right off.
just remember to do it.
Dude,
Does Lindsay want to
talk about wireless
ran away.
fucking today. Possibly right now at my house. iPhone 7 waiting for me.
Oh, damn.
No headphone jack in sight.
Oh crap!
It does come with headphones though.
I like
Lindsay,
someone.
the problem is I didn't buy her a case yet. She's gonna break it before I get her one.
She could just bung her old case.
Yeah, wouldn't it be
Is
the
it gonna
same
fit
size?
though?
No, it's a different
It's
form
slightly
factor.
different. It's slightly
Well,
different.
it won't fit the lens, but it'll fit the.
No, it's not. It's a different form factor now. I think it's more square on the outside. Than
I say bullshit.
Yeah, no, it's a different shape.
Oh, you don't have
and
it. I
and
don't know
it's
what I'm looking at.
smaller. I think
Gavin
the phone's
says
slightly
bullsh.
smaller, but the screen's the same
Call
size.
it a
I
mild
believe.
bullshit. I think I could cram.
I mean, I'll find out when I get home. I just know I'm not gonna
Get rid of
cram anything.
Yeah,
I just take my
be careful.
$1,000 phone and
Yeah,
cram
yeah.
it in there.
There
about
are
breaking
cases.
the phone?
Yeah,
Break the phone?
yeah, I'm worried about breaking the fucking phone.
Like
Have you not
iron
seen-
fingers? What
have
are
you
you
not
gonna
seen
do?
the
If
cases
it's loose in the case doesn't work right. Is what I'm worried about. If it doesn't perfectly fit,
nice and fit.
cool. I have this case. Oh, it's shattered because it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
fit
yeah.
the case. That's
Yeah.
I'm worried about Lindsay punching it across the universe.
All right.
She's, do
That's what you do. That's what you do.
you want your chair back?
I mean, there are also cases, though, to be
Thanks for
fair,
having me,
where
boys.
Yeah,
at
sure.
least in the history of iPhones,
Morning
where
again.
if you put it in and it's just, I think it went from one generation to another. It like could fit, but like when you closed it, it like did a little snap, and that could shatter the screen. Like people had that with the OtterBox.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
sucks.
So you're like, oh, it fits.
I will-
Click.
I will
it
say
shatters the screen.
That not happening. This OtterBox, I will say, they're fucking expensive cases. They're like $30.
But worth it for me.
But
They used to be way more.
she
than
has
that.
dropped this thing
every day. Every damn day.
50 times.
Yeah.
Like from a height. Because it's an iPhone and I love it so much and it's so reliable, I won't drop it because it'll shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
But she's dropped it like from this height so many times.
Well,
I can't believe it hasn't broken
I'll
yet.
tell you now because we're on off topic. It's okay now. Sometimes to be an asshole, I'll throw it at walls or like on the floor to see if it will endure, and it
To
does.
see if it will
He's
endure.
like, Lindsay,
It does.
what is this blue like
Does.
divot in our bedroom?
Yeah.
when we were like right before we went to Germany, this is like, or was it New Jersey? Maybe it was New Jersey.
New Germany.
Because we
Alright.
went to Jersey a couple weeks ago, and I think it was
Forward
was
that
further.
conversation.
But I had my phone plugged in. It was charging. It was the day we were going to the airport. Like I'm packing my bags. We already came home from work. We were leaving like an hour or two, and my iPhone is plugged into. We have like our kitchen sink and like the countertop, and then
no.
there's like a bar counter like slightly higher than that, and we have bar stools on the other side. So it's like maybe like this high. Oh, there you go for scale from the floor.
Probably
Yeah, like
5
about
feet.
up here.
5 feet.
I 4.5, 5 feet.
Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I have it sitting there and it's plugged in, and my back is turned to it. I'm doing something in the kitchen, and then I hear something smash onto the floor. And I turn around and I look at Lindsay, and she's just like staring at the floor. And I go, and I just like, I knew. And I'm just like,
Like a cat.
tell me that wasn't you smashing my iPhone to pieces. Because I've only cracked
Well-
one screen in the history of owning an iPhone. I had the 5, I guess it wasn't an S. I had the 5 for 2 years, never cracked the screen. And then I've been doing the Gavin Free challenge for a while with my 6 because I'm an idiot.
case.
But I like it with no case. There's no
it feels
screen
great.
protector,
It's
there's
awesome.
nothing. It feels amazing. It's like I actually get
never
what
do
I
a
pay
case.
for.
Well, you can feel the reliability in this.
Exactly. You feel the
I hate
reliability
feeling
and
that.
the doubt. You feel the plastic and the doubt. This, it's like, oh, I'm getting what I pay for.
Yeah.
But the only time my screen shattered was I had it in my pocket of my fucking
It's
pajamas.
slick. It's
and
slick.
yeah, and I went down to the dining room table in the kitchen, or the kitchen table, and I sat down and I had my phone in this pocket and my DS in this pocket, and I leaned to the left to pull my DS out, and my phone slid out of my pocket, shattered on the floor. And I was like, motherfucker. Like, it was in my pocket. You know, I didn't even drop it. I wasn't like careless or anything. It just slid out and it broke, so I had to fix the screen. It's now 3 times higher than that, sitting on the counter. I hear it smash onto the floor. And Lindsay's like, no, it's fine though, it's fine. Look, she picks it up, there's no crack on it or anything, and I don't buy it at all. I'm like,
The insides are
there's
shattered.
no fucking way, there's no way. She's like, here, I hold it, and immediately it feels off. And I'm like, no, something's not right here. And then I look at it like this, and the entire screen is like arced out of the case. Like, it's bulging out, and it's like a semicircle.
No, you did that just
Almost
now.
like,
You gripped it too
yeah,
hard.
like this. It
Designed
looks
that
like
way.
it looks like a hill. And I was like, the fucking screen almost exploded out of the phone. So I literally just go, I'm like, and I push the sides in. It's like, and it just snapped back into place.
Is that the phone you're
this
using
is the
now?
phone. No
Oh, wow.
crack, no nothing. I
Nice.
couldn't believe it. It's like all the guts.
Well, technically-
it's like the equivalent of my eyeballs hanging out of my fucking skull and just pushing them back in.
works
And it's
for
like,
pups,
oh, they
like they
worked.
work
It
for
popped right
humans.
back in.
You ever heard that story?
No.
Oh, my mom's a dentist, and occasionally people would bring her pets to work on, and she was like pretty chill. So she's like,
Alright.
"All right, I'll brush your dog's teeth, whatever." So
Weird.
she-
Go to the vet.
I know. She had a
Or
male.
just do it at home.
Maybe she
Do
had a
one of
male
those
assistant who was helping her
bones.
out, and some woman brought in a pug, and the male assistant, I guess, squeezed a little too hard on the pug, and the pug's eyes went. It's like popped out of its head. And so we put it back in, or my mom did anyway, so she's like, oh, put them back in, it's okay, the dog's fine. And she told the owner, but she was like, hey, your dog's eyes popped out of the socket. It's fine now, but heads up.
Wait.
I mean, they are connected. It's possible. I don't know that it works that way with a human. I don't know that it can just like get put back in. But
dangling
they do
down, like-
dangle. I mean, there's little cords there.
Just saying.
I'm so sorry, puppy. They're like upside down when you put them back. Like,
No, the problem is you put them back and then they just kind of like sag and roll out. You know what I mean? Like the thing is you need that factory seal pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
That's
that. It's got to click when you put them back inside the
Factory
skull,
seal.
or else they're just gonna roll out again.
It's like a roll of bubble tape.
Jesus Christ.
On that note,
I don't want my eyeballs to come out.
Apparently that happens to pugs a lot. Just
if
saying.
you have a pug that has eyes popping out, just
Let us know.
in the comments.
Don't send a picture of it.
1-800 Jerry.
Don't do
Maybe a
that.
picture.
Don't
Just
do
one.
that.
But yeah, I think that's a
Send that to
good
Jeremy.
ending there. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of
It's
guests on this show.
Yeah, very exciting,
Very
hectic week. Also,
fluid.
let me point out, exemplifies why we should not have mics.
People in and out.
Here, hold on a second. Let me
There's
just.
800 people on the podcast today, and they're just talking this way.
They're just going.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Walking.
So stay tuned for the post show if that's what you're doing. If not, bye. I don't know. I don't care.